God damn it. Now would have been the time to say Goop is a reactive. It would have been perfect, but not.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. We're just being silly boys with our silly
Maximum
toys.
silliness.
Whose prostate you playing with?
These. Just let us know when you're ready, Juice.
Yeah, it'll just be another second. What's the Twitch channel of the dude with the red-haired girl?
Oh, Kazu doesn't have a Twitch channel, actually.
Oh,
Or
I don't stream.
Yes.
He technically does, but he doesn't stream.
but at Kazu still.
Yeah, just do like the full name, because Kazu does have a Twitter.
I don't even use my Twitter.
I mean, so true, but
He only goes on there to like one Kojima and one Godzilla tweet a day.
Pretty much, yeah.
I got a Twitter.
the day that Kojima and Godzilla like physically die is the day that Kazu stops using Twitter like once a month. He starts using it like 31 days
I go
every
back to
week.
Facebook.
It's okay. It's a risky game to open up Twitter on stream anymore.
Oh my god, it is, dude. You might get the Council of Cock.
God, I wish I got the Council cock.
We good to go?
I believe so.
Alright, sick.
Uh,
Can we do an actual intro this time?
do you want an actual intro this time? I have an actual intro for you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Some Ordinary Podcast. I mean, Interstice Podcast.
Bits and banter.
What was your opening going to be?
Oh, I was just going to announce it like any regular thing. It was just the fact that, are we going to announce each other? Are we going to introduce ourselves? What are we doing here?
I can do a roll call.
Right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Asmafet. Obviously, as you can tell by my
Hello,
name.
I'm Asmafet.
Did I ask
That's
you to speak? Shut the
exactly
fuck up.
that's exactly what I knew was going to happen.
Anyway, Mr. Video Game Expert up there, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's gonna wait for you.
This
What
is
is-
other
Oh,
Asmafet.
Fawn's also in here. I see.
Yes.
Man, I don't have enough space to put everyone's names in here.
You don't have to.
You know what?
I don't
Screw
actually
you,
think
Fawn,
I
I'm gonna
gotta-
do it anyway.
I don't think I actually have a piece of art for you, Fawn.
Wait, what? What the hell?
I know.
It's because Fawn's never been on the podcast before.
Oh, that's true.
No, I have. It's just that I left
I think that was
when you least expect it.
I think
no.
that was the the wonderful time when we were at a different game awards and literally everybody was joining, and inevitably I just said fuck it. There's like 3 people on there already.
Yeah.
The Game Awards are coming up.
Aside from Goopy, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Goopy.
All right, that's too much. And then Fawn.
Fuck
if you'd like to
you!
introduce yourself. Fawn, hello.
Hello, I'm Squishy Fawn. That's it.
All right.
That's
and then we have our main man Kazuhira over here.
Who's that? I'm Asmafet.
Anyway, and then we have a guest on today's podcast, Box of Juice. One of my
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alive. I'm
Barely.
alive. Just barely.
Just barely.
Just barely. Still
And
kicking, that's for sure.
This is
And
probably the most professional intro to the podcast we've ever had.
no. We actually
No,
did
man,
had
it
a
has to be.
straightforward professional one, but that was because you were running a little bit late. So me, Levi, and Andrew did a nice, clean, professional intro, and then
Oh,
just
I see it how it is.
started dicking around until you came here, and then we're like, and this guy.
Can't do it while I'm here. Shake my head. Shake my balls.
No,
Shake my ass.
Ugh,
Shake his balls.
no,
no.
Please.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not gonna touch his
No.
Kris Kringles.
My Kris Kringles?
Your Kris
Oh.
Kringles. How would you
Oh.
describe balls in Christmas terms?
So
I'm gonna have to cancel you for that one.
Frisk
that reminds
Pringles.
me,
Hmm.
since it's Christmas season, me and some of the friends in our server, we're gonna gaslight that entire server into watching the Christmas tree.
Oh, let's go.
And then
Gaslighting is my favorite hobby.
we're saying it's the best Christmas movie ever. We already got some people into watching it, and they're joining in with us into gaslighting the entire server.
Oh my god. Speaking of gaslighting, I can actually talk about this on the podcast now.
Oh god.
Looking at you, Zach.
What?
I see that smile over
What?
there. This man knows exactly what I'm about to
God.
talk about.
Is it Pokemon?
I could feel my vein pulsing on my forehead from it.
I'll keep it pretty short, actually, because I don't want to go on
No,
another.
make it long, actually. I demand it to be long.
Okay.
I want him to relish in the rubbish he spit.
Juice, I think Juice is really gonna enjoy this one. All right,
Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it.
I said it.
This-
I said if you look at it abstractly.
No, so okay. Here is what happened, right? I was sitting here minding my own business, playing some Pokemon.
It was.
Fully Percival, Zach over here, this piece of shit, just says, if you think about it, the old Pokemon games are open world. And I was like, no, they're not. And this motherfucker over here was like, yeah, they are. You can explore them, right? And I said, no, because you have to progress a very linear storyline to unlock anything else. The game
Yeah.
is very linear normally, right?
Yeah.
And
I had
and
no
this
right to make the
motherfucker-
argument. It was false beyond belief.
this motherfucker, like halfway through the argument, he said, I don't even know why you're arguing. It's a stupid point I'm trying to make. And I was like, then why are you arguing it? And this man, oh my god, when was the time you what'd you say when you gaslit me during it? That was the part where I was like, what the fuck?
No, there was a point that I said. I just started listing off examples of other open world games that are cut
Oh
off
my
in the
God, yeah.
beginning. And you were just started flipping out. I'm like, if you think about it, until you get the hang glider, you can't go shit for dick anywhere in Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And he's like, that
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You can still explore everywhere. I'm like, but you need a thing. And then we were talking about Elden
Yeah.
Ring, and I'm like, Elden Ring's locked off world-wise. You can't get to some portions without other
Oh.
items.
Oh my god, holy shit, that reminds me too. I have to ask Kazu about this. Kazu, you remember when we played Elden Ring and do you remember whenever I told you guys that I climbed the mountain to get up to the plains instead of going up the lift?
Oh, then fucking Levi argued about it.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. There's no way I'm the only one who remembers this because I remember very vividly. I did
No.
it on stream.
Because I backed you up. I remembered that conversation happening. You were like,
Yeah.
where's that disc?
Because I remember asking you about like where the disc was after I had already gotten up there, and I remember specifically saying, "Oh man, I didn't even use the tower. I climbed up it like Skyrim style with a torrent, just straight up a mountain." And Levi was like, "There's no way, bro. There's no way you can climb that mountain with that piece of shit donkey." I was like, "Dude, I promise you I did. I can recreate it if I need to." Do you remember that, Kazu?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the one that showed you how to do it.
Dude.
I think I recall you mentioning something like that, and Levi just kept denying it.
I am.
Yeah, but Levi's also a boomer that's probably wearing a diaper right now.
Where's he at? Where's Mr. Poopyman at?
Yeah, and he's crying about it.
He's at least
that he
live
has no-
online.
that doesn't have a waifu to change it.
We're also getting off topic. This motherfucker over here is Zach.
Yeah, Zach, you're not getting out of this so easily.
I just love it because there is far more energy put into this topic than I ever thought would be possible. It is the greatest.
Because it's fucking stupid.
It is the greatest left field snowball I've ever thrown.
Look, there's a lot of stupid in the world, but you're double stupid, okay?
Oh,
my
God.
main
Oh.
argument was that in traditional open world games, right? You are able to free roam. That is like a requirement for a game to be open world in like any true sense. And this dude was like, "Nah, man, it's open world. You beat the game, you can travel everywhere." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, just treat the entire beginning of the game like a tutorial. You can speedrun Pokemon.
Oh, thank God! Now that I beat everything, I can actually explore this world.
Jeez,
Finally, some actual fun.
Yeah.
Some
It's time
actual
that-
action.
It's
What are
time
your
to
comments
actually
on it?
start playing the game.
What are your thoughts on the old Pokemon games being open world?
They were not.
They're not open world. They're not.
This man knew.
I can't
He
wait.
knew.
I can't wait for. I'm gonna take 3 separate clips from 3 wildly different streams in which we've talked about this, and I'm just gonna combine them together and be like, "This man's still arguing about whether the original Pokemon was open world."
Zach, once you're 70 and the Iron Lung, I'm gonna come at you and bring it up to you again.
I remember how he was gaslighting me too.
What was
This
it?
man straight up was like,
Yeah, oh wait, yeah.
he was like, "I don't understand why you're so angry." And I was like, I told you at the very beginning of the argument, I will get angry if this continues. And then he continued it, and I got angry.
It's such a
And he was like-
gaslighting statement right there.
He was like, "I don't know why you're so angry, man. I didn't even make this point seriously." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
The only way you're realistically gonna be able to win that argument is if he can't physically respond.
Yeah,
Like-
he was getting there. I could feel him on the opposite end.
almost there. It almost happened too because I told him to F off.
Just straight up
Well,
fuck
like-
off.
Yeah, straight up, I was done with it because it was so stupid at that point. I was like, "Fuck off!" And then Levi came in and was like, "You know, Zach, I understand the point you're trying to make, but Marcus makes a really good point here." And then I came back and I was like, "Yeah, see," and then I started making my argument to Levi, not really like arguing with Levi, but like telling Levi my like point of view. And
Yep.
Levi was like, "Yeah, I understand. I think you're correct." And then Zach came back and was like, "I don't know why you're so upset."
It was 15 minutes later. Remove the table and you
Oh,
didn't
that's my
have to
favorite
do
part of the
that
argument.
so loud. Anyways, no, Bree's trying to close the door because we're being jackasses probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
she's
see.
giving me that look. It's a confirmation. she's
She should
staring.
She should be on the podcast sometime. I think
she's
she'd be pretty fun.
she contemplated it. I also said she should use her VTuber model if she really wants to.
Yo, that would be so hype, honestly.
I just want to let you guys know that I've won 2 games with salad since this game started. Just want to let you know that.
Let's go.
Salmon grade on Yu-Gi-Oh.
I've literally been
Yeah.
sitting here just playing Master Duel and
Yeah.
listening to the
I'm just
insaneness
like-
of the conversation.
I'm just tempted to fucking get on like Spider-Man right now, just listening
yeah.
to you fuckers argue again.
Listen, I was
I'm
not
just
arguing.
smiling.
I just wanted to have a conversation with Marcus. Marcus immediately flipped the table, looked at me, and said, "What did you say?" As if I had betrayed his entire existence in Pokemon. And then he just went off into a direction. And I'm like,
Okay,
well,
dude.
no.
It's so fun to talk about now, though. This is the last time I'm ever gonna bring it up, but it's so funny to talk about. I
It's-
just
No,
want
I'm gonna
so
bring it
much
up in the next podcast.
I mean, to be fair, we're this far in bringing back Elden Ring, honestly.
So Zach, tell me why you're such a fucking poopa stinker that you fucking shitted the bed
Well-
so badly
God.
that you want to make this argument.
Goopy,
You did not just
okay,
call this
okay.
man a poopa stinker.
Okay, Goopy, I'll tell you exactly what was going on. I was
Now
farming.
listen here before you make your point. You fucking melted milkshake.
Yeah,
melted milkshake.
Yeah, that's right. He just called you milk, buddy. How do you
I
feel?
know. I feel. I'm not even raw milk.
You're not whole milk. You're part milk, but you're still milk at the end of the day.
But okay.
Oh my!
So here's exactly the mindset. I was editing stuff at the time, and I was just doom scrolling on Reddit, waiting for stuff to upload. And one of
That
the
was the worst part, dude.
yeah,
Doom scrolling. He
What-
told me he was doom scrolling when that happened. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be good.
yeah, and I exactly came across a little thread that just asked the question, what constitutes open world? And one of the things was the original Pokemon games. Not anything past the original Pokemon games, but just the originals themselves. So I'm like, alright, well, I know my opinions on this. I'm gonna go ask Marcus, a reasonable Pokemon fellow, to see his things. And I casually walk over with this baby, and he slaps it out of my hands, and immediately drives a train over it, and start telling me why I'm wrong. And I'm like, I was just asking a question. So
I'm
this
more aware of how you described said question.
Yeah, it felt more like a statement rather than a question because you
That's
said,
what I said like yesterday.
because you said, I feel like the Pokemon games are open world, and not necessarily like, hey, what do you think the Pokemon games are open world?
Alright. Now, I will admit, at the time, I may have worded it wrong, but my intentions were
May
pure.
have.
May have. Dude, to be honest, all of our arguments start because of miscommunications. It's so stupid.
It's
Yeah, I could spell sock with like a lowercase s, and then you guys are like, you are so fucking stupid. It's with a capital S, you big Dumbo.
Big Dumbo.
You
Big
fucking
stinky
pant
Willy.
shitter.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I bet you're part of the poop shitters, huh? You like the poop shit?
I
Holy
feel like
shit,
you just
no.
mangle together words to make sentences. And you're not
No, we
saying
do.
anything, you're just
Yeah.
saying words.
Yeah, and we all know what we're saying, so we get the point. It's just we're offended that the other would say such a controversial statement.
Dude, no, the worst part is, okay, so like, I mean, I have trouble reading. My reading comprehension is like 0.
Marcus,
which
is it
really sucks because I enjoy reading, right?
is it when we get
And
to
clearly
the
you
end?
don't if you can't read, but I'm joking.
Is it when we get to a 30-minute argument at the end, we were all agreeing on the same thing, and we're like, congratulations, we're all right at the end.
Yeah. Dude, fuck, man.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
also,
What is your
So-
guys' favorite designs from the new Pokemon games? Have we talked about this
Tinkaton.
yet on here?
I've no
we
Yeah.
talked a little bit about Scarlet Violet last time, but it was mostly about bugs, glitches, and stuff.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
This actually ties into another topic, but my favorite new design is Tinkaton.
Tinkaton's really cool.
Yeah, it's
love
pretty
Tinkaton,
good.
dude.
I like the new legendaries. I think I like all of them.
Yeah,
Like
the new
the-
legendaries are good.
The
When I first
Keepers
saw
of
them, I was like,
Ruin or
these are
whatever.
they don't even look like legendaries. Like not the box art legendaries, but the other ones. They don't even look
Mhm.
like legendaries when you first look at them.
Yeah, this looks
pretty
like normal
wild.
Pokemon.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that those were legendaries at first.
Yeah.
Because when I
Yeah,
saw
it's
them, I
pretty
was like,
wild.
"Oh, where do I find these at?" And apparently, you have to unlock the seals and do all this other shit. So I was like, "Oh, they're legendaries, very nice."
The what's his name? Shiyu, the new goldfish boy.
Shuyu.
Oh yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
it's one of
Shiyu's
my
pretty
favorite
cool.
legendaries. I like
I
the
really
Dex
like,
entry for it.
I haven't read the Dex entry, mostly because I haven't caught it yet, but I've seen what it looks like.
Apparently the like beads that make up around its eyes, apparently that's like lost souls that it collects.
God,
Jesus
Pokemon
Christ.
is so dark
It's pretty
all
cool.
the time.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
actually-
lot of dark Dex entries.
It's actually kind of surprising because a lot of the Scarlet Violet entries are pretty tame this time around. Even for some of the
Yeah.
ones that you would expect to be darker, because they used to be dark in past games, like Bayonet, it's not as dark anymore.
I mean, the only
Yeah.
one that you could consider fucked up is Tinkaton's.
I think Tinkaton's is hilarious. It's
What
literally
does
just built from hate and malice.
Isn't it only like 20 pounds by itself, but then the hammer itself weighs like 800 pounds or something
Yeah,
ridiculous?
It's 242 pounds, I believe, and 220 of that is the hammer.
Interesting.
And it snipes at Corviknight from the ground with its hammer.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Corviknight used to pick on it whenever it was like in its baby form.
Yes.
So basically, it just grew up to get back at its fucking bullies.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Discipline, dude.
Well, it just picked up a bigger hammer. It learned.
Yeah.
That's all it did.
It just
Literal
used
skill.
centrifugal force to its advantage.
It literally became the skill issue.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of Pokemon, though, two things.
Ah.
The new update comes out 1.1 today,
Mhm.
and they said they're going to be fixing some various bugs and other things, and I think they're going to be fixing the dupe glitch, which is ass. They should keep the dupe glitch in. And then number
Yeah.
2, all Paradox Pokemon and Legendaries are banned from VGC competitive now.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, why? I don't see why there's such frame rate issues. Like,
It's because Game Freak has a history of being particularly bad at not only like okay, so they have a lot of developer crunch where they
Mhm.
have a deadline they need to meet, and that's like a big factor. But they're also known for not knowing how to code like half the time
hmm
because what was his name? Okay, so the main directors at the time were Junichi Masuda, Omori, someone else, and then there was the guy that died from cancer that used to work at Nintendo. Big
Oh,
man. What's his name?
was it Masahiro?
It was Iwata.
It was Iwata. Yes,
Oh, so
Iwata was
yeah.
the one who.
Iwata is the sole reason that the Pokemon games are even doable, because when Gold and Silver were releasing, he had to completely redo the code for Gold and Silver because they were in such a bad state that they were not even marketable. To put this in perspective, imagine if in this game you just flat out could not get past the create character screen with how
Oof.
with how completely messed up it was. Those were Gold and Silver. So he literally built those games from the ground up, gave them a guide on how to properly translate the games, and then he also taught everybody in that studio how to fix these problems for future reference.
Mhm.
And the last Pokemon game that he had a hand in, as far as I know, was Black and White, and then the last one he might have, he might have had a hand in up to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire or X and Y,
Yeah.
because he died around the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire release.
hmm
But as far as I know, Black and White was the last one he actually had a hand in. And you can tell because post Black and White was when Pokemon started going downhill, cutting content, and that was when you started having the frame rate issues and stuff. Like if you look at X and Y, if you do the battles in X and Y, they're very slow, very like low frame rate, just
Yeah.
overall like not very well made. And then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is when they started cutting content like the Battle Tower and all this other shit.
Yeah. I remember in Diamond and Pearl, the gameplay was so slow just because of frame rate issues, but then in Platinum, they fixed it too.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember in Diamond and Pearl, like surfing was slow, your Pokemon's health going down was slow, like
Mhm.
just interactions, like the whole game, they were just slow in general.
Yeah, that was more a like design choice rather than like an issue with the game.
Mhm.
But so many people complained about it that they just fixed it in Platinum. And
Yeah.
now, if that were modern day Pokemon, like if Diamond and Pearl came out today and people were complaining about that,
Mhm.
Game Freak probably wouldn't care. They'd release Platinum and it'd still be slow as shit.
Wait, but
Yeah.
they did release Diamond and Pearl recently.
Well, okay, we don't talk about the remakes. The remakes were awful.
That's
Yeah,
what
they're
no,
pretty
you're
bad.
saying the exact thing that happened. They released Diamond and Pearl right now, and it was awful.
Old Diamond
I
and Pearl
didn't
back in the day was good for its time, though.
I enjoyed the shiny hunting on
Mhm.
Brilliant Diamond and Pearl.
I did too.
Brilliant
That was
Diamond
one of the
Shiny
few
Pearl.
aspects I really liked about it. I did also really like the cave system, how they made
Yeah.
that. But they made a lot of promises with that game they just couldn't keep up with, which is the
Yeah.
sad thing.
Pokemon not keeping up with promises. Ooh.
Ah, It's okay. They'll just keep forcing them out to us, and we'll take them because we're consumers and we don't
Mhm.
care.
Also, another Nintendo topic. So, okay, I'm gonna have like a skeptic moment here too. So you guys know how Smash World Tour got canceled because of Panda Global, and because Panda Global was pretty much not really like pressuring Nintendo, because I doubt they were pressuring Nintendo, but like they convinced Nintendo to help them shut down Smash World Tour.
Mm.
I am almost completely confident that Nintendo did not want to do that up until after Scarlet and Violet's release. Because if they had did it like right before Scarlet, God damn it, Scarlet and Violet's release,
Yep.
Scarlet and Violet's sales would have taken a hit from it. Because a lot of people are mad at mostly Panda Global, but also Nintendo.
Mhm.
Because Nintendo did have the final say in what would happen.
Yeah.
But it was
Makes
Panda
sense.
Global who was feeding them misinformation and trying to get them to shut down the event. So there is no doubt in my mind, and this is my tinfoil hat,
Mhm.
that Nintendo only wanted to cancel Smash World Tour after Scarlet and Violet's release because they wanted the money and they didn't want the decision to affect their sales.
Yep. I think that makes sense.
I might be
I don't-
crazy though. It could just be like, what is it? Is it positive correlation? I can't remember what the term is called.
What, when you're
But
trying to...
it correlates. It makes sense. Like Juice was saying.
Yeah.
Who knows? Pokemon's one of the best-selling games. Who knows if it would have affected it that much? When
It
the
would
bu-
have at least taken a hit from the Smash players who don't really they don't care too much about Pokemon.
True. I don't know. Is there any other Pokemon news that we have this week? Like,
Oh, there is a new code up for the game for you to get some ingredients.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the second mystery gift they put in the game. I was like, oh, it's gonna be something really good. And they're like, nah, here's some lasagna. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, thanks.
And I'm pretty
They
sure
care so much.
I'm pretty sure the only reason they're doing that mystery gift is because of the bugs and shit too. So like,
Yeah.
hey, you guys dealt with this piss poor performance in the game. Here's some lasagna.
that seems about right, honestly. No, I was talking about the officer who was getting cheap Pokemon cards on the download.
Wait, what?
Yeah, cop canned for scamming stores out of Pokemon cards.
That is hilarious.
Hmm.
What a hero.
Oh, they should just come to my store. I have like 5 boxes full of Pokemon cards in the back that we can't do anything with.
That's
Damn.
hilarious. Knight
Yeah,
entered
we're
a store. Well, in full
we're always sold out around here.
Yeah, over here people just buy everything up.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
See, that's the one perk of living in Amish world. They don't care about Pokemon.
That is very true. I just love
Unless
how
they
you
need to
were...
wipe their ass with something that's not leaves.
I just love how you were the first one to get the
Please,
Halloween
they can't afford
Pokemon
leaves.
cards. Because they had arrived.
That's because I stole it out of the bag. I'm not paying Nintendo for some cardboard.
No, didn't you buy...
Honestly,
Didn't you buy the Halloween packs at the one...
I bought a second one at some secondhand card shop in the mall. Yeah.
cardboard
yes.
inflation is huge right now.
It's great. I can't believe that a bunch of them are tanking their own communities
Yo.
with too much cardboard.
Did you guys hear about what
Yeah.
happened with Magic the Gathering?
Yes.
Did we talk
Yeah,
about that
they're-
last
Yeah,
podcast?
they overprinted.
Yeah. Hasbro, well, they didn't just overprint, but they printed
yes.
a bunch of stuff on the
The no
no-no
print list, yes,
Yeah.
including the Black Lotus, so $1,000 cost
Yep.
Black
And-
Lotus.
Yeah, and the way they got away with it, they said these are proxies. You can't play them in the game. But they're
Yep.
gonna look exactly the same, and it's the same card, but you can't play them, okay?
Yeah.
That's the only difference. I don't know if Black Lotus and other cards, if their prices tanked or not.
How
I
do
mean, I
they
would
even-
assume they would.
How do you even check if they're legal to play in tournaments? Because Magic cards don't have identification like Yu-Gi-Oh does.
No, Magic cards are banned by name,
Yeah.
just like
Oh, I mean like it. So in Yu-Gi-Oh they have like the set name that it came out in on the
yes,
card, but in Magic they don't have that.
they
They just
just
have the
it's just by the
rarity
name.
by the name.
Yeah, there's no one Magic
Oh
card
yeah,
that's
they
named
just
the same.
rename the new cards, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So is it called Black Lotus in that set then?
no, it's still
Or
called
is it
Black
something?
Lotus and everything. They're saying it's proxies, but it's officially printed 30th anniversary Black Lotuses. Even if they say they're proxies, Black Lotus is banned from tournaments anyways.
Yeah, that's true. I remember a conversation on that because you guys didn't think it was banned, and I was like, dude, this shit's like 100% banned.
Yeah, Black Lotus is banned because it's literally just a no cost and you get 3
Broken.
mana right from it immediately.
I think they should bring that card back to 4. That card would be so funny to see in tournaments.
It
Like, could
What,
you?
Black Lotus?
Yeah, dude, could you imagine
What?
like watching a standard Magic tournament and someone just opens Black Lotus?
are you talking about the same way like when they brought back wasn't it Change of Heart into Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's just see
Yeah,
where it goes.
except Change of Heart is like ass now. That's the only difference.
No, the
Magic-
equivalent would be them bringing back Snow for one format and then immediately banning it again.
Oh no, dude. No, dude, I got a better one for you. Juice. They
What?
bring back Grass to 3 with tier
Oh,
0.
no.
Could you imagine Grass at 3 in this format right now?
It would be so bad.
Dude,
I remember
I wouldn't even be
watching.
playing.
So I watched the first YCS where the Shuzu stuff was legal after it came out.
Are you gonna talk
And
about the graveyard shit?
yeah, so
Ugh.
everyone was making memes about it, but it looked like deck profiles. But it was where
Yeah.
so much stuff was going on in the game, they had it laid out on their board. And at one point, one player had like 30 cards just laid out on their board. And they're like, oh, they're doing a deck profile. And everyone realizes, oh, it's the middle of the game. This is
So-
wild.
Kazu, Zach, imagine imagine you're playing a game of Magic and you're playing against you're both playing like graveyard, that
Mhm.
kind of strategy in Magic, but you all like both of you have like 6 effects that you're trying to do in graveyard at the same time, and this is all happening turn 1. That was the that's the current format right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is both players will just mill their deck on a single turn and then activate like 12 cards, and there will be so much shit going on that nobody, not even the judges, know what's trying to happen. It's awful.
It's ridiculous.
And then the people who are playing
And-
that deck, they're like, nah man, this deck is so skillful, bro. As they're just like, hey, by the way, Kelbeck effect, shuffle those back, activate effect and hand, click effect, I'm gonna mill 5, I'm gonna activate, and then it's just the same shit.
To be fair, the tier 0 like meta, it's pretty interactive watching 2 tier players go against each other.
Yeah, that is interactive. But they're like, this deck is so skillful, bro. It's like, it's not that skillful. You just gotta know your lines of play.
Yeah.
Like a 2-year-old could play this deck if they learned it. I will say though, the thing that separates like the top players from everyone else, or the players who can actually remember everything that's going on, and what has and hasn't been used in that deck, because Jesus Christ, dude, there's so much to keep track of.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I've been wanting to find a more simple card game to play, and I don't want to go to Magic right now because that's scary.
Pokemon. Easy.
I've been thinking about getting back into Pokemon.
There's
It would
also
be very
Digimon.
interesting.
I've heard Digimon's really good right now.
What is the other game? Oh my gosh, it's got
I
like
know
anime
exactly
girls
what
on the card.
Oh,
is-
Force of Will? Question mark.
Force of Will, that's it. Apparently,
It's
it's
obviously
pretty good.
Zach Bell.
Force of Will did make a comeback, a slight comeback, because it was dying before, and then they re-released the game by making changes to it. And the
Oh,
changes
was that
they
what
made,
they did?
yeah, because before the game was very, Okay, it was like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic put together, but the power creep was getting to a point where they just had to hard reset the game. So they hard reset the game.
Is
And they
is the what's happened to the Bakugan game? Does anyone still even mess around with that?
they still play it. It's going pretty okay at the moment, I think.
Andrew, is there any Bakugan in the toy aisle left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know if like the physical Bakugan were still a thing. I didn't know because I thought they just turned into a pure card game or something.
What?
So what you do is you roll the Bakugan. Okay, you have these little hexagonal magnets that you put on the board,
Yeah.
and then your deck is separate from that. And the magnets, wherever you roll your Bakugan, they get buffs or debuffs depending on the magnet they land on.
Mhm.
And your deck is utilized as a way to power up your own things or to power down your opponent's things.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the way you win is by killing all of your opponent's Bakugan. It's
Is
pretty
it fun and
cool.
interactive?
Pretty fun and interactive. Power creep is about the same as like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon too. So
I
it's not
just
like atrocious,
okay,
but
but let's was Bakugan the last one?
wait, what is it?
Okay, out of child games with toys, was Bakugan the last one, or was there one currently? I'm not keeping up with the kids' toys to throw out.
So you're meaning just like
Because
a really
Beyblade
big
came back
kid's toy?
recently. Yeah, Beyblade came back
Oh,
recently.
There's
um,
thinking.
there.
I don't know.
I would probably say like Card Fight Vanguard is the new one, but that's really only big in Japan.
Like
Card What is it?
I don't think we've continued the trend with another toy that is thrown out or anything because everybody can usually play online games now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's it is really weird to think about because when we were kids, the big things that were starting to get like a lot of traction were obviously Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan, Pokemon,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And you don't see that kind of stuff anymore. Like nothing new is being created that like really indoctrinates children into being hyper focused on
Yeah, like everybody
these
can just clang their
products.
phones together, two things battle. It doesn't matter anymore. We can
Yeah,
have an entire digital world now.
mobile games have really
Is
kind of like replaced that industry.
is Roblox still a thing?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
I
it's
think
a
it's
Is
big
it?
thing.
the most popular it's ever been right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
It
got
has
like over 550 million concurrent players daily.
Yep, which is more than
Gosh.
every single current popular MMO, I believe. Because
Now,
I think
is that all? What's like the age range that it's supposed to be?
it's all children. Well,
Yeah.
most children,
Uh,
like 90% children.
it's
Yeah, and they're
90%
starting to
children.
market towards like teenagers and adults now too.
It's
Yeah.
obviously 90% children and then 10% the teens and adults manipulating the children.
Because I mean, I remember playing it back in the day. I remember playing COD Zombies on Roblox because I didn't have a PC that could actually run it. So
My
like I would just
man.
play it on Roblox instead.
So funny thing, Juice, Kazu here is actually one of the guys that I made games on Roblox with.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach was also there, but Zach was in the
Tail
background.
end. I was in the tail end doing various stuff. Just
He did
editing.
like
Yeah,
one day of work.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, I
just
didn't.
did
I
1 second work, and like, oh, that's it.
That's it. That's it. I think I placed one brick and I was like, it's over.
apparently you can make some pretty crazy stuff on Roblox.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
because it's like you're essentially just using Blender, but easier.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And it doesn't blow up your computer.
I actually think that Blender is very not consumer friendly. Blender is just not consumer friendly. It is very
It's hard
complicated
to
to
learn, but it's very easy once you actually learn the basics of it.
hmm I
Even
think
though
That's
they
how
are
pretty much
very
everyone makes their
expensive.
custom outfits and stuff on there now.
Yeah, like Roblox is honestly one of the best starting points if you want to get into game creation. That or probably one of
Uni-
the RPG Maker type software.
Actually, Unity has become a strong force if you want to pick it up because it has so many assets into it that you can just play to your heart's content.
Unity also is really good. I think Roblox is just slightly better though because Roblox also has tutorials like actually in the game
Well, yeah,
that people make.
I'm not arguing. Roblox is fantastic if you want to get into game making.
Mm-hmm.
I think also do with accessibility. I mean, RGB Maker, you can basically do it on everything. It's also accessible as well. It's not just limited on computers. It still was like on consoles and mobiles and everything, but they have gotten very complex in recent years. And every time I go to it, I'm like, I don't know where to start if I want to make a game.
There's like every now and then I want to make games on Roblox again. But at the same time it's like, dude, there's so much work you have to put into it and then you have to do marketing stuff.
But the payoff is insane.
Payoff is insane.
You get merch, you get like they'll actually make toys and get like 90% of the profit from them.
Mm-hmm.
You keep all the money you make from the game.
Your brother is living that good life.
Yeah. He literally got paid $800,000 to make a shitty RPG game on there.
You tell your brother to hire me.
I already tried to make him hire me, but he won't.
Yeah.
He says I'm bad, I gotta get good.
That is something your brother would say to you genuinely.
It is really funny though, because your brother knows that we've made successful games before.
Yeah. He's just mad that they're like historic games more than anything.
Yeah. I wish that we
He's
finished the medieval game we were working on.
I can imagine your brother.
He literally looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You made a history game. No little kid cares about what Hitler did 50 years ago, buddy."
Those are honest words.
We checked out at least 4 times, so clearly the kids care about history because they gave us enough money to cash out 4 times.
That's unfair.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's not more than he's done.
Yeah.
He made a game where you roll a snowball down a hill and cashed out nearly 50 times.
That's because your brother scams children and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's a con artist.
What did I say?
Pretty well at it.
90% is kids, the other 10% is teens and adults manipulating the kids.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a professional artist.
I'm a professional.
So you draw for a living? Nah.
No.
Scam kids.
Nah.
Professional child scammer. I'd love that marquee on the TV show to show up.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional babysitter.
There you go.
I babysit the kids, and they give me their wallets.
And they pay my bills.
I'm
so
a shop owner.
That stupid TikTok he made about like his man face M&Ms. He's getting a $15,000 payout from it.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy shit. You should tell Juice about that.
Let's hear it.
So my brother got like these custom made M&Ms of like the Roblox man face and made a shitty TikTok about it where the bag falls over and spells send Robux. And it got like nearly 3 million views, 500,000 likes, and all this jazz. And TikTok's like, all right, get ready for a fat paycheck, buddy. Here, let me go get this video. I'll send it to you.
Dude, your brother hit that algorithm fucking jackpot, dude.
Dude, he does the most simple shit, and it pays off every time.
I think the funniest thing is you're the one who told him to buy the M&Ms too.
Yeah. I should just start doing my own ideas.
Honestly, you're a very smart individual, and I appreciate any ideas that you forwarded to me.
I would say you should start streaming, but you got a full-time job. That shit's kind of difficult to do, and also stream at the same time takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Juice says as he's got like a 9 to 5, 7 days a week job, and he's streaming 8 hours a day. Has no time to sleep.
I don't sleep.
Sleep is
That
for
is
the
the
weak.
goal. Yeah.
The stream will pay off. You'll be a multi-millionaire.
I just need to play Fortnite for 10 years straight.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
actually
see.
how it's so funny. That's how Zach and I got a lot of our viewers.
In the initial
Playing
and
Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
and now we're in a different point of the internet. It feels like just streaming Fortnite or COD doesn't get anything anywhere. I just want to play more unique games that I love.
It's because like at the end of the day, those games are boring.
Yes,
It's the same
extremely
shit
boring.
over and over again. Plus,
Alright, I
don't
sent you
think
the
it was-
video.
I don't think it was necessarily like Fortnite or COD itself. I think it was just because we were entertaining while we were playing those games.
Yeah. We're really
Also,
good when
it's-
we're together and playing those
Yeah.
sort of games, but solo we're
I mean,
Yes.
I think I'm pretty okay solo.
yeah.
Juice, we were top 8% globally on Warzone. When
Oh
we
my
quit.
gosh, really?
Yeah. We were top
Have you
8%
played
of players.
Warzone 2 yet?
We have.
Oh yeah. We played that
Sadly,
like
they
right
don't-
as it came out.
Yeah. Sadly, they don't tell you your stats on that game, which really sucks because I can't brag about how good we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
I want to get
I've,
back in like the top 10%.
I've been messing around with Warzone 2. It's pretty fun. I don't like the looting system because you'll run to pick up an item and it'll be like 1 foot off your crosshair and they're like, no, you can't pick it up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
their loot system is like kind of dog shit right now.
Maybe they'll fix it. Which I don't know. Did the original Warzone, did it last like the whole time that it was out? Was it popular?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
out right now as well. Its popularity did kind of drop off after the Cold War update, though, because
It
the
ca-
Cold War update like really fudged that game.
It came back
Really?
the moment they started to patch down all the Cold War things, and then they added Respawn Island.
Yeah, they
Okay.
because the Warzone team said that it wasn't their decision to add the Cold War update, and they said that it's going to take a lot for them to fix everything. So
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
were fixing everything, and they're still fixing everything because it's still out. But its popularity certainly shot down like right after the Cold War update because the game lagged like shit. Just was not fun anymore. They changed the
Yeah.
map. The new map was like
Not
Okay.
fun anymore. Clearly, you forgot about the best thing they added, where you could shave King Kong's balls for XP.
That was a good one. That was a solid one. That was a good week.
Do you ever think Kong would have closed his thighs during that event?
I wish.
Just died.
I don't know. I might start playing Warzone 2 a little bit more. Seems like it'd be fun.
Oh, it's great. Warzone 2 is a lot of fun.
I need to
See,
take a
I played it.
Go ahead.
You know what? No. You go. What?
I've spent too much time currently in the new COD, so I got to take a step back
Does.
from it.
He plays a lot of
Yeah.
DMZ, which DMZ is okay.
I think you misinterpret something. It's not that I love DMZ, it's that I'm farming up weapon XP inside the DMZ.
Is it for the M13B?
No, I actually haven't even touched the M13B after unlocking it.
Jesus. Also,
Hmm.
thank you, Issa, for the tier 1. I really appreciate that. It won't show it on stream.
You're
'cause I
welcome.
don't have the overlay up for it, but thank you for that.
But no, it's just I'm only farming up the weapons that I'm getting now, so it's just like in any of the other challenges you have to get the weapon up to like level 17 for one of them in the DMZ, so at this point it's just me passing time as I level up my weapons.
Mm.
And Fortnite's new season starts in 2 days.
Oh boy, probably not gonna play it.
I don't know. I'll
I'll
probably
play the intro event, and then I won't touch it till near the end of the season.
Yeah, that seems
There-
about right.
There is way too much going on right now as far as games go for me to pick Fortnite back up.
There's too many games and too many
It has
game
to be
events.
like a straight up dead season for you to want
Yeah.
to pick it back up.
Hey, yeah.
like the new Pokemon game came out and it's actually like really fun, despite the performance issues and shit. Like literally my only gripes with the new Pokemon game are performance issues and like bugs.
God
Yeah.
knows what we're going to get after the Game Awards as announcements.
Oh
I'm
Jesus!
excited to see what we're getting, honestly.
There's got to be something releasing this month that we just don't know that's about to just come out. I
I can
feel.
already tell you that the FF16 release date's gonna be there.
Oh yeah! Oh
Oh,
man,
is it?
I need a
Cool.
PS5 for that.
I
Don't
only
I?
know that because it literally just got leaked like 20 minutes ago.
Wait, I thought the FF16 was all platform, well, all consoles and
That's
PC and stuff.
PS5 at first.
Oh,
For 6 months.
actually, nah,
Yo.
it's Sony. No, you mean 2 years because that's what freaking Sony promised for FF7 remake. They said they only did for 6 months, but then they're like, no, we're gonna extend it and release it another year.
Can you blame them? JRPGs just do better on PlayStation.
That's true.
True, but if
There's
any
one
other
Xbox like, ooh, vroom, Gears of War, vroom, Halo, Master Chief.
JRPGs seem to do the best on PlayStation and Nintendo consoles. They don't do
if
like
only
amazing
any of
on
us can
PC
afford one.
or
My
Xbox.
My favorite part of the day was making fun of Xenoblade Chronicles because it shouldn't have been on the list.
Whoa, hold up. Watch your tongue there, pal. Xenoblade 3 is actually a really good game.
Yeah, does it
I
deserve to be
forgot
on that
about
list? Tell me.
Yes, I think it
My
does.
favorite part about Xenoblade 3 is the harem picture.
Oh, no. Apparently that was fake because Ethan and Jacob, they told me that that's nowhere in the game when they played it.
Yeah, but like,
There's a whole like cutscene for it.
They said they didn't even see it. They said that Rex, Pyra, Mithra aren't even in that game.
well, maybe they were coming in their shorts at the time and they missed it. I don't know. Maybe they got distracted.
I could also just Google search it because my PC is literally right in front of me.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, it's
So
literally at the end game.
maybe they just never got to the end game. That's like 120 hours to get there.
What?
Uh,
I love the intermediate silence.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Okay, Marcus.
Whenever we're like researching.
Marcus, look in your lounge. There's the literal cutscene of it. It's literally the end game.
In the lounge, I see. Let me see this. Oh my
If you're gonna
God.
tell me somebody faked that whole thing, I'll be astonished.
Turn off that copyright music.
They copyright.
Listen, all I'm saying is I just got to make fun of Xenoblade Chronicles all day. It was pretty nice.
I've never played a Xenoblade game. I don't even know what it's about.
I have
It's a
not,
Easter
but I
egg.
own 2.
All I know is just a bit through my sister and people making memes, and also there was. Wait, what?
Get the list though.
I do enjoy that from the actual Game of the Year list. I did get a couple of games that I wanted to play now, and I'm excited to pick some of them up.
So let me get this straight. This is a fucking Easter egg.
You literally get it right at the end game though.
We're in the end
It's
game.
amazing. That's really funny though. I like how the first comment is, you're telling me that Rex got with all 3 of Nia, Pyra, and Mithra? My man.
My man.
Ah,
How did he get
man.
with all 3 of them?
Sorry about that. I
Oh,
got
don't worry.
disrupted.
Because I mean, it made sense that like Pyra already liked him, right? But how did he get with Nia and Mithra?
The harem ending. What do you want?
How did he have 3 children?
Wait.
Big
No,
question.
when a
You just
couple
need
of
to
them
read
shouldn't.
some hentai to understand how to hook up with them. That's it.
That's probably
Got
why.
it.
That's probably why Ethan and Jacob didn't see those, because it's an Easter egg.
um,
Have
before
to
I was
skip
disrupted.
school.
Oh, I was say before I was disrupted by my family.
Mhm.
All I know about Xenoblade was through the memes. Through my sister told me a bit about it, and apparently you could get some costumes in Breath of the Wild that reference Xenoblade 2 and everything. They were cool, but that's it. That's all I know about them. I even forgot the third game came out this year.
There goes Zach.
No, don't worry. I'm just preparing to grab my dart because I had to shoot my cat.
Understandable.
Wait, what?
Had to give him the good old.
The soundtrack
Very
sounds
interesting.
cool, though.
They were climbing into a box of paperwork that I was organizing through, and I don't trust her in boxes because sometimes she'd pee. So I was just, taking out the good gun to take her out before she took out my stuff.
Interesting.
I too take out a gun whenever someone disobeys me.
No, don't do that.
Gotta bust it out.
I want to see like a TikTok of someone robbing a bank, and he's recording it as he's robbing the bank. He's like, "Yeah, you know me, always on that grind." And he just
Oh my
shoots.
god.
God.
I want to see somebody robbing a bank by putting their money in the bank.
We had a guy recently try to rob a casino, and he didn't even wear a mask. He just came in with like a shitty gun or something, and he threatened them and stuff. But the thing is, when it comes to casinos, there's like shit ton securities and everything.
He's big brain because as he's there, he just tells them that he's wearing a fake face.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to the other idea. Robbing a bank by putting your money in, raise the value of that bank so they start handing out higher and higher level loans. And then eventually, at a point when you have so much money in there, you try to take it all out at once, thus collapsing the bank itself.
You would have to put enough money in there for them. Well, okay. First of all,
no, it's a ridiculous
Brain
amount of
nerdy.
money, but it'd be really funny. You could do it. You could close down a bank by only depositing money.
Also
That's
is the thing.
That's the equivalent to Elon Musk buying Twitter just to make it suck.
Hold on. What was
That's
your
literally
thing?
So true.
What was your statement, Marcus?
Banks are actually capable of saying, "No, we are not giving you your money at this time."
That is,
Yeah,
They
it's
can-
hilarious.
they can only
Because,
deny you up to a certain amount of time due to restrictions that were placed during the Great Depression.
Yep, and it's because
Yeah.
everyone went to go take out their money, and then banks were
Mhm.
like, "Oh shit, we don't have your money." So then
Mhm.
depression hits.
Oh
And then everyone's like,
man, no Great Depression Part 2. What the heck?
You know,
wasn't that also around the time that who was president during the Great Depression? Was it Roosevelt?
I don't know.
Clearly, it was Donald Trump.
Get him out of here. Going to take his kneecaps.
No.
President during Great Depression was Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yeah, because the way that he got them out of the Great Depression was he introduced a lot of bills to help homeless people,
Yes.
and he also introduced the union busting laws, which are the best laws that the U.S. has ever gotten, and they've been slowly stripped away over time by the Republican Party, which is why we don't have great right to repair rules anymore with like
That's-
electronics and shit.
That's why we're fighting for right to repair.
Yeah. And that's also why Apple has their own charger, which is extremely anti-consumer,
They're not going to for very long.
at least in Europe.
Well, at that point, you might as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid to constantly manufacture. No, at the same time, the U.S. was running for a bill to actually change their standards to the USB-C. So we will see how it goes.
What would we put it past Apple to only change it in Europe though?
No,
like they'd just be like, hey, let's only change it in Europe and just keep it in the US.
I'm just saying that if they're going to promote eco-friendliness. It's even worse because isn't one side USB-C, but the other side is the Apple charger still? Or no, no. It's the physical connector that they have to change.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
what
then they
you're
have
trying
their
to
own
do.
earbuds and all this other shit. It's like the port of the phone has a specific charger that you need.
Yes.
I don't know why I use this lightning charger. It sucks balls.
Just be a man and don't use a phone.
You know what?
Yeah, let me
I'm gonna pull out my rock and use that.
my stone tablet with my fucking iron chisel.
Just wraps
Yeah,
a
see,
note
you
around
get
it,
it.
throws it across the room.
And then we'll start chucking
let's-
rocks at each other.
Let's bring carrier pigeons back.
Carrier pigeons would be a solid one.
Let's use smoke
you-
signals.
Could you imagine training? Could you imagine training a carrier pigeon to when you're sending out like hate mail to someone? You train the pigeon to shit on that person specifically.
Doesn't it take like years to train them? Or are they pretty
man.
smart?
Yeah, it takes years to train them. I think they
Now,
train.
what if I make a carrier rat, and whenever I send it to somebody I hate, I give them the plague?
I mean,
just inject COVID into its veins?
Oh, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to train a pigeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn.
but that's probably by
That's
a
like my
trained
whole
professional.
lifetime.
I'm sure there's like a professional thing you gotta do with it.
The
Let's
average
see.
Joe, it takes
Fanciers will train their pigeons about 2 to 3 weeks before the season starts in earnest. They are exercised every day around the loft for a minimum of 1 hour, but this does depend on the fancier's work commitment, etc. Feeding
Holy
is done
shit,
in the
their
loft.
pigeons go to the gym?
I think the funnier thing was the guy in New York who trained all the crows that were coming to his building that if they got him shiny things like coins and money, then he would give them feed, in which he has not worked in I think months because the crows just go around and pick up money for him.
Yeah.
I do not
They'll
know
just start
why.
mugging people for it.
I do not know why, but your camera quality is like fucking peanut butter on toast right now. That shit is crunchy.
I mean, I can
Oh, it's good
change it.
now. What the hell is
Crunchy
happening?
peanuts.
I think it has to do with Ninja and its loading and its bitrate.
I had the bitrate at 4K, but or not 4K, at 4000 kbps, but at 4000 kbps it was like doing much worse. I don't know why. Your cat looks burnt.
Yo, nice burn victim, bro.
Thank you.
God damn, what is this? Oh, shoujo?
She jumped up onto my lap and she keeps annoying the shit out of me. So this is what I have to deal with now.
When it's sitting on your lap, all you can see is the tail.
I know.
That reminds me, one of my cats, Shadow, has a new habit now where whenever I leave my game unattended or whenever I'm playing and stuff,
Mhm.
he always just looks at the screen because it, since it moves a lot and everything. Even when I just put on the pause button and I leave just to do something, I come back and he's just sitting on the desk in front and just looking at it. And I'm like, oh no, this is new shit, isn't it? Hold on, I have a picture of what he's like when he's just staring straight ahead. I'll put it on Lounge.
You know what's
Get out of my
hilarious?
lap.
I'm letting the shrimp float in my fish tank. I'm letting them get acclimated to the temperature, and they're probably about dead now because I forgot about them.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
Jesus.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
got
worst.
they got
They're
plenty
probably,
of oxygen in there.
They're probably dead. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. If anything, I can eat them. I don't know.
But no!
Why
Hey,
not? You can
yo.
eat shrimp. You can totally eat shrimp.
Hold on.
Could
I
you
gotta open the
imagine
door
though?
for the-
Juice just fucking like walks up to the fish tank, just manhandles one out of there, takes a bite out of its head, and starts
The thing is, they're only like as big as like your pinky nail, like lengthwise. So
Holy shit. Pocket
think you could-
size.
literally, yeah.
You know what you should do, Juice?
What?
You should make a oh my god, what's his name? It's there's a marine biologist YouTuber, but I can't remember his name.
Oh, interesting.
He talks about fish a lot. I think you should do that for content, just like
Oh, that'd be
review like
cool.
things and shit.
Review fish. Be like, this one's cool. Next.
What he does is
Take a
Week
bite
one,
out of it
they're in the tank. Week 2, they're in my tummy.
Had a secret conversation with my cat.
I'll farm raise tilapia. I'll give them names and I'll eat them on stream.
What he
Each one's
does-
named after a different state.
No, but straight up, what he does is he has a Discord, and he'll tell his community like, "Hey, send me pictures of your fish tanks so I can rate them on stream." He'll rate them on
Yeah.
stream and then like post a video about it. He also does slideshows where he informs people about different types of fish, or he does slideshows about like why I hate these fish. He did one on seahorses, about why he thinks seahorses are the most stupid piece of shit animal on this planet. And he was like, they do nothing. Their purpose on this earth is to die.
No,
And
no, no.
feed
That's you're thinking of geese.
Are geese not? Do they not do anything either?
I don't know. I don't like them. They'll bite you. They'll look at you funny.
Mosquitoes
Oh,
literally
well.
have no purpose.
That is true. But
The
his
only
argument was-
interaction, the
Oh,
only
go on.
interaction I've ever had with a goose is a bad one. So I think we should just annihilate them.
if a goose looked at me funny,
You know
I'd-
what? Factual.
If a goose looked at me funny, I'd give him the fucking sideways clockwork straight over the head, bro. Fucking
mean, if a
block
goose-
this overhead.
If the
So-
goose was staring at you, you'd be like, "Look at this funny guy looking at me."
But the
So
dude,
if you guys didn't know, geese get aggressive when they have like the little ones around them, the little chicks.
Yes.
And I'm an avid fisherman, so I like to go out on the kayak and stuff. And one time, me and my friend Tom went out, and we got close to one of the mothers. We didn't know it, and they'll hiss at you. They'll literally hiss, and it hissed at him and ran at him, and he got his paddle, turned it sideways like a battle axe, and he whacked it in the back of the head.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
You know when
Oh
you
my
look
God,
at a
that's
wild
beautiful.
animal and you know that thing's like scarred for life after that interaction. Like
For the
it does,
motherland.
it ceases all mental capacity and just sits in place. And that's exactly what happened at Swam Off.
He reset the bird.
No, that reminds me. I saw a video of two geese fucking with a horse. One of the geese ran up and started biting at its ankles, and the horse just fucking like back into it, and it fucking like just slapped it in the back of the head with its hoof, and the geese like
Oh,
factory
yeah.
reset. It literally hit the ground, spazzing out, and then it got up and then just fell over, and I'm pretty sure it died. And I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" It
Well,
fucked around
imagine
and
like a person getting kicked by a horse. It can kill a person.
Yeah, like
So
horses.
if you're
don't
getting
mess
hit by
around.
like 14 newtons of force in the size of like a palm of a
14
hand.
newtons of force. Hold on.
That is-
How much
that is
force can
certainly
a fucking
amazing
horse kick
news.
me?
Here, I will be right back.
And that's the last we heard of him.
Kicks from an adult delivers around 1,000 pounds of force.
See, imagine that. Imagine like getting kicked in like your shin by that. You would explode. You would explode
Dude,
internally.
Flash
Hold
My
one,
whole
man.
body would turn into a soft spot.
It paints such a vivid image of like a
I would literally turn into a little blob and roam around.
yeah. Turn into Blob from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh my god.
Such 1,000 newtons.
Put all my power into my fat ass.
Wait, is newtons not like a measure of force?
It's mass times acceleration, but if they're immediately saying it produces 1,000 pounds of force, then that just means it directly translates to newtons.
You get kicked by a horse and a nuke goes off. Got it.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Here.
Oh man.
I just want to say before we forget, Kazu Berserk has dropped on Netflix. Are you happy? The original one,
Yes, sir.
not that.
Oh,
Now get ready for Twitter to cancel it for the billionth time, even though this series has been out for a long time.
Yeah, but Twitter will cancel anything. There are a bunch of little whiny babies on
Yeah.
there.
You know, we shouldn't care. Look at this AI generation.
Let me see.
What the fuck?
Oh god.
He's not even pogging. Why is the banana a perfect C?
You're the one pogging.
Oh,
Kazu, let it just your face reveal be like that.
Just the thumbnail of that, just fucking
Yeah.
POV. Just have it be POV. You're the banana.
I'm finally looking at the M&Ms.
oh.
I'm finally just looking at that.
Don't worry, a nuke is 10 to the 12th power in newtons.
So not equivalent to a horse kick.
No.
Got
and
it.
The newtons for a horse kick, I actually have a number now, is 4,448.
Oh, so there are newtons.
There are
And that-
newtons, and it's separated by pounds force. I forgot it was about times 4. We have the math.
Now, how many Jimmy Neutrons is that?
One boy genius.
Oh.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's one. That's a lot.
Oh, so bad news. Apparently they're not dropping the anime in US.
Time to kill
region.
myself.
It's just being dropped in other regions. They really hate us. God.
I
No,
bet
it's
Jimmy
fine.
Neutron's.
Today's sponsor is NordVPN.
Not Jimmy Neutron, I meant Berserk.
Now you may be thinking to yourself, that's a lot of damage. And now with the new smart bandage, it heals serious wounds 25% faster. Yeah, that's right. They've invented a smart bandage.
I bet Jimmy Neutron's got a hog on him. You know that?
A man
He's
with that.
packing like he's packing a whole pig in a blanket down there.
It would like transfer. It
Do
would
you
like transfer. All the blood would leave his head.
Do you not know the
He gets a
fact?
flat head.
Yeah, do you not know the fact that Hugh Neutron was also nicknamed Huge Neutron in college?
Flaccid head looking.
When he was a duel master beating up Kaiba Boy.
No wonder everyone called him Huge Duck.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. I've got my food.
What do you get food wise?
Cheese curds, fried mushrooms.
Healthy.
Is that it?
That's all he's eating.
Are you
have
sure
a-
you're eating? That sounds like poverty.
I have a
He only makes appetizers, and that's the only thing he eats.
That's how
I
you
can't remember what
survive.
these are called. It's a filled baked potato.
A
Oh,
double
loaded
baked
baked
potato.
potato?
Potato? What are you
Double
talking?
double baked potato.
Yeah,
It has like
It's
cheese and
double
bacon bits
stuffed.
on it.
yeah, double
It's
stuff.
a tater.
Yeah, it's just a loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loaded.
Just a
loaded.
tater.
Yeah, that's what it is. You got me a loaded tater.
It's
by
a big
God.
tater tot.
So
Yeah.
I gotta change the subject because I'm still fascinated by this. Y'all heard of the
no.
new movie? Y'all heard of the new movie Cocaine Bear?
Is that an actual
Cocaine
thing?
bear?
Yeah, it's a horror movie
You
about
Tell me that's
a
real.
bear that
No.
smokes,
Yeah,
that
it's an
smokes a bunch
actual
of
movie.
cocaine and goes on
I
a
thought it
murder
was
spree.
fake.
No, it
It's
is
a
not.
comic horror,
Yep.
from what I'm seeing.
What the fuck?
I literally saw that. I was like, "There's no way this is real.
That's
This
a
has
real
to be
thing.
fake."
That is a real thing, Cocaine Bear.
But like, it didn't fucking kill anyone because the fucking bear overdosed on the cocaine.
Wait, is it out? It's out?
No. It's coming out in February. But like,
Oh.
because the promotional material says based on a true story. And the true story is in the fact that, the bear fucking ate cocaine.
Yeah.
It really did.
Good
be eating
story.
cocaine.
That's just an average day.
Yeah.
Just the bare necessities.
My
necessities.
bear crack addiction. Damn.
Listen,
How long has this been going on? An
this
hour and
like
10 minutes.
an hour and
Too
15
long.
minutes of bullshit.
I'm just,
We haven't even talked about any of our topics.
We talked about a couple. We just also shoved
Okay,
them
we
off
talked
to
about Pokemon
I
and
got
Yu-Gi-Oh.
To
I
be
got
fair
to talk
though,
about I got to talk about my topic, Cocaine Bear.
to be fair though,
Yeah, you see, that's all that matters.
Most of our topics are just like random shit no one cares about, like Elon Musk and other garbage.
I mean,
What
do
do
you
you mean you don't
about-
care about Elon Muskie Husky?
do you want to know that a PC version of Gran Turismo is under consideration? Do you really want to know that?
No.
Let's talk about their separation of church and state while tossing discarded rice balls. I think that's what Gojo said. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god. You know what's really funny? That I think that actually happened, or no, well, not that specific conversation, but on Charlie's podcast, Critical,
Yeah.
he had Wendigoon on, and Wendigoon was actually like talking to them about scripture and shit, and it was pretty interesting because
Oh, interesting.
the dude's like actually really knowledgeable about the Old Testament and the New Testament because he's a Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he lives in Appalachia.
Oh,
Blood
really?
Juice. Yeah, he lives in
Interesting.
Appalachia. He lives literally a state below us.
I knew is it Crazy Russian Hacker lived in the same area that we do.
He
Which is
lives
pretty interesting.
Yeah, he literally lives in the same town I do.
Yeah.
He also
Which
just
is
dropped a video
hilarious.
called The Lost Books of the Bible. I still need to watch it. It's an hour long, by the way.
Oh, his name's Caleb. I can't remember it's like Oompaville. You guys know Oompaville?
Yeah.
I do not.
Oompaville also lives a state below us.
Markiplier used to live in Ohio.
You know who lives in Ohio right now? Scott the Waz.
Mr. Beast is from the same state too.
Oh yeah,
Is everyone from
that's
Ohio?
interesting.
A lot of famous people are from Ohio. That's all I know.
I want to
Wait,
move
there's
Next
a lot
step
of
is my brother.
Is there
It's
nothing there in Ohio?
It's a
No,
lie.
it's actually quite a bit here.
Yeah, it's a lie.
Yeah,
We
there's-
feed people so they don't come here and they can leave us the fuck alone.
there's
See, if we only show you pictures of the corn, you won't want to see our giant picnic basket.
oh
Who
my
told you that
god.
was gonna ask you?
It's such a true statement. We have
There's
I feel
like
like
the
we have the most anime conventions. There's always one going on, it feels like.
we have one in the summer, one in the winter here.
God, there's like 57 of IO.
Yo,
God, must be nice.
they just announced
It
fucking
is.
Guardians 3.
They announced what?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
We already knew it was
Wasn't
coming.
that confirmed?
Yeah.
Well, better kill myself.
If you didn't
Fun.
know, hang yourself. They've been saying they've been working on that since a long time ago.
Yeah, after they dropped
Yeah.
a second movie or something.
If you had
they
said there
already
was
said,
a
like,
trailer.
Is the new Marvel phase any good though? That's the real question.
No.
Yeah, Marvel's kind of
No.
talk shit.
I just
Yeah.
I
Too
watched
oversaturated.
I watched fucking the recent Thor film finally with my brother, and just oh my god, that fucking movie shat itself.
Marvel is
Yeah.
having the Pokemon predicament where they're releasing way too much shit.
I don't
That's
think
way
they
too
could have done
fast.
anything with how Taika Waititi ran the last one. I could only see it going downhill.
You can see where it's shitting itself even more when it comes to like its film releases.
Listen.
Yeah.
There's not been an impressive sequel in film in a long time. Now, if you go over to Game of the Year, though, there's a lot of impressive sequels here.
They got
Like The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Part 1 remake.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
The Last of Us only came up in one category.
Yeah,
gonna win it,
possibly
too.
Because they're gonna get
because-
backlash again.
No,
Yes.
I guarantee it's gonna win it again too. It's gonna
What,
win
the-
that category.
The most accessibility.
Yeah, because dude, Jeffrey, it's like, is it Jeffrey Keough? Is that his name?
Are you trying to think
What,
of the
Jeff
I don't know.
Keighley?
Oh, Jeff Keighley. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. God damn it. Isn't his full name like really weird to spell? Like
Bro, it's literally
GEO.
just Jeff Keighley.
Yeah,
Who
it
am I
is
thinking of?
extremely easy to.
Although I guess you can say his name is kind of weird because it is GEOFF
Oh, okay,
and not just JEFF.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for Jeff Keighley to pull out his kicks again?
Dude, Jeff Keighley, I swear to God, every time he does the Game Awards, Last of Us has to be there. He has such a hard-on for Last of Us.
I
No, he
think,
actually doesn't give a shit about it.
yeah, I think it's
just
mainly
Naughty Dog.
that they keep pushing shit with Naughty Dog.
They're sucking his dick under the table for that.
Damn, they must have gotten a really good dick sucker then.
Oh, one of the hardest ones I had to.
They had the Gok 3000.
I'm sorry, Marcus. I could not put Final Fantasy 14 for best community support.
What the fuck did you put it for then?
I put No Man's Sky. It is only improved. Now hold on.
But it's just-
No. It's just
Hold on,
just
Zach.
TF2. It's
Zach.
just TF2.
Hold on. I
Zach.
did for best MMO put Final Fantasy best ongoing Final Fantasy
Zach.
14.
I'm not
I
even.
know.
I'm not even going to be upset with you.
I did.
However,
I did.
however-
I did vote for Final Fantasy 14.
He's
during best
gonna
ongoing.
kill you. He's gonna kill you, but he's not gonna be mad while he's doing it.
I can-
however, Zach,
Huh?
I just want you to know
Yeah.
your opinion is false.
Best community support. I was torn between Destiny, Final
But
Fantasy 14.
Where's the
and No Man's
community
Sky.
support? All they do is
I-
put out update. They don't support.
I
Where's
will
the
say,
community
Zach.
update for
Zach,
Destiny?
I will give you the benefit of the doubt. You haven't played 14 in a while, and you haven't gotten through a lot of 14. So that's why I can't be upset.
Hey, it's the best
I could
ongoing.
go on 14 right now and say somebody stole $4 billion from me, and they'd be like, "All right, here's $4 billion."
You can go in Limsa, say the N word, and get banned in 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Wasn't there speed
Yo,
runs going?
Get banned speed run.
No, I'm not
I
even
said
joking.
GG 5 times and they banned me.
Club Penguin speed run. Let's do it again, boys.
Just like the
No.
good old days.
Here's what happened, right?
Mhm.
So in 14, there was a person who this is the funniest shit because this is actually what happened.
Mhm.
This person's online girlfriend broke up with them.
Mhm.
So they went to Limsa, which is the main city, and they started spamming the N-word, calling her a hoe and all sorts of other nonsense. And it was so bad that when they banned him, the dude was literally buying Final Fantasy again on a different Steam account every time to make a new account, go back and do it again. This man was spending $60 every like 30 minutes to an hour to go back to Limsa and just start saying racial slurs. It got to the point where Square Enix actually had a staff member sitting in Limsa just waiting for the
Waiting.
dude to get back on so he could insta-ban
Wait,
them.
Why can't they just IP ban?
Well, getting around an IP ban is actually pretty easy. You just have to reset
Thanks
your
to
router.
NordVPN.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use a VPN, or you can reset your router and it gives you a new VPN.
But-
Or not a new VPN, a new IP.
Speaking of bans, truly one of the highest and mightiest among us, Dr. Disrespect. Getting banned again for being disrespectful. Who would have guessed?
That's just what he does, man.
The streamer was
What did he
issued a
do this
7-day
time?
ban
What did
for
they
being
expect? It's literally his name.
issued
know
a
what-
7-day ban for being toxic on proximity chat in Call of Duty.
Oh
You know
God.
what's crazy?
Wait,
You can't even have him up on stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
I wish I
allowed
could
to
pull
be
off
anywhere.
his. I wish I could pull
Oh,
off that man's mullet and mustache.
I also think that you can't mention him on Twitch.
No.
Which is
Uh-oh.
Okay, you
anyway.
can't. And no, it's about a story. We're doing news work here. This is fine. It's if we were like avidly supporting him and talking shit on Twitch. I don't care
The-
about what their conflict is. I want to just say that it's hilarious that he got a 7-day ban.
Alright, Twitch moderators, this stream is hereby supported and sponsored by Dr. Disrespect.
Yo,
Oh my
shit.
Raid
God.
Shadow Legends.
No. Oh my god. No, it's
I-
just
Didn't
Go
he
ahead.
cheat on his wife?
Yeah.
Oh
Dr.
no!
Disrespect my wife. That was
God,
He's
you know,
extra
dude.
disrespect.
Dude, he's keeping that
Damn.
he's keeping
He
that character up.
disrespected his marriage.
I think he did it for the meme, just to go along with his character.
Dude, he
I think that's
can't
what it
break
was.
It's just part of the character, guys. But once the weight comes off, it's over.
He's
That
10.
man-
Honey, I'm just playing a bit.
Just a little silly waifu.
All right, then on the lighter news, the new remake that's going for The Witcher in the Unreal Engine is going to be a full open world. They're changing around the original game.
And they're adding some content from the Netflix Witcher series and stuff, which is definitely a pour salt in the wound after the recent announcement.
Yes, in which they are going to kill the Witcher series on Netflix because they suck.
They need to stop making. They need to stop
Why are they
giving.
getting rid of it?
directors.
Well, what happened is that they recasted Henry Cavill because he actually gave a shit about the series because the fucking showrunners want to be like Game of Thrones and stuff, or they want to do it their way. And they were even going to fuck up like some serious scenes and stuff and make it more humorous and everything. Just like when Roach died, they were gonna make it comedic, and I'm just like,
They were gonna do the Marvel thing where when someone let's say someone like throws a table, they're like, yeah, that's right, I just threw that table. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking that stupid cliche that Marvel movies do.
Yep.
If you can't respect the source material, you shouldn't have the right to do anything with it.
100% agree. Louder for the people in the back. Seriously, they keep giving these game movies to directors that don't give a shit about the source material.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Mario movie?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I listened to the Japanese dub of it. The Japanese dub isn't bad.
What is it? The French, the Japanese, a bunch of the dubs have actual like care put behind.
For the dub for Mario and Luigi, it's voice actors from Demon Slayer. They voiced them. It's pretty cool.
It was also the same VA who voiced, for at least for Mario, it's the same Japanese VA who voiced Light Yagami and Riku from the Japanese Kingdom Hearts. The one who's voicing Bowser in the Japanese one is All Might's voice actor.
I'm actually kind of excited for the Mario movie.
I am as well. It just looks too beautiful for me to be mad at it.
It looks like it's gonna be pretty funny, especially with Chris Pratt. Pratt, I'm gonna laugh so hard every time Chris Pratt's on screen.
I'm going to get used to his voice. I know I am, but it took a second. I needed another trailer.
I just want to hear Donkey Kong Seth Rogen laugh already.
I know, right?
I think it was in the recent trailer and stuff, and he actually showed up in the stream too when they premiered the trailer, and he seems really excited. At least that's the thing. All the actors besides Pratt actually give a shit about the roles. It's just Pratt who does not give a shit. It's like, why are you here?
It's the moment he is in the initial interview and he's like, jumping on, and he takes like a second. He's like, Koopas. It's just the way he says it with the enthusiasm of somebody who definitely,
Koopas.
Yeah.
Man, there is one thing you cannot deny. When he said that his Mario was going to be unlike anything you've ever heard before, he wasn't lying.
It was straight up something we've never heard before.
Yeah.
Finally, a depressed businessman Mario.
I like when he was gonna go fight Donkey Kong. He was like, "Let's go."
His Let's Go was not that bad. I was like, I've heard worse Let's Go's.
Did you heard in the Japanese one? It's so intense.
He hit the tone for it perfectly for that situation because it's supposed to be like oh my god, I'm fighting a literal fucking ape. So he's like not going to be enthusiastic or anything.
Yeah.
But I just can't get Chris Pratt's voice out of my head, man.
It's the entire thing of watching the Lego movie. I can not think of Chris Pratt the entire time, but when you focus, it just takes it out of you.
And if you close your eyes, does it almost sound like Chris Pratt's not Mario at all?
But all that matters is that Carl Urban is back with a solid movie again. I'm so excited that he is making a Dread 2.
He's making the Mario movie.
Man, I'm actually really excited to see Jack Black as Bowser. He did really good in the trailers.
His voice, I cannot tell. It like leaks through sometimes, but other than that, he does a fantastic Bowser voice.
Because he's like an actual voice actor. He's not just a face actor, which is great.
because he already had experience, so
Jack Black
he
is so
knows what he's
talented.
doing.
Literally Poe.
Yep.
Mhm.
But
Which
he
is
at
crazy to think
least
about.
played
'Cause
the
when you-
role right.
When I first watched Kung Fu Panda, I had no idea that Poe was Jack Black.
I can't
They
believe such
advertised a
a
lot.
I can't believe such a successful musician has starred in so many voice acting roles.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
You want to know something funny fun?
Mm.
The way that I watched Kung Fu Panda was because when I was in... Oh, one sec.
When he was in the faraway islands of Japan.
well. Well, he's not gonna give us the answer. He muted.
Yeah.
Guess we're never gonna know.
No, he said he had to. He's probably getting conversated by his family.
At least we can go to his funeral.
Yeah.
Damn. SMH.
You know what?
It's less stream.
Obviously, we got to talk about something while gone. Did you know that they're making man's best friend own console in the UK?
I didn't know that.
Startup
What is that?
for consoles for dogs.
Oh, dogs finally get to be gamers too. Oh God! Imagine dogs are gonna be streamers and they're gonna get shit tons of money.
Do you know how? Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. The brainchild of UK-based startup Joypaw. The Joypaw console will come with a dog-tailored touchscreen, a height-adjustable stand, and a automatic treat dispenser. It will run interactive puzzle games such as Whack-A-Mole Challenge that are constantly new and challenging for man's best friend. That's it. They're gonna take over the streamer space.
Yeah, VTubers are fucked now. VTubers and regular streamers are completely fucked.
How are we supposed to deal with this? We can't deal with dogs. They're too cute and adorable.
They're too funny.
We're going to lose.
For reals though, like remember, most of these dogs are owned by people. It's mostly the owners that are gonna take more of the money and
Well,
stuff.
that's-
So
Yes, and then we have to talk about dog pay rights.
oh God, you're right.
It's going to be a thing. You're abusing your animal. He doesn't like that, and the entirety of that side is going to come out. He gets treats. He's having the time of his life. His tail's wagging.
If his tail is wagging and they're having fun, then fine. But if there is actually animal abuse, then yeah. They're fucked.
Let's see.
And people are gonna start beating their dogs into greatness.
I don't know if I'd put it that way.
You will paint a masterpiece.
Holy shit, this food is expensive. I can't get that for my
Holy
cats.
shit. Oh my fucking god.
What?
Were you
Someone
muted?
Yeah, someone was knocking on my window.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Stop.
dude,
Now look on your
so-
ceiling.
No, I'm not even
no.
joking, dude. Like, 100%. Someone was banging on my window, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And it's pitch black outside, so I'm like, do I need to, like, get the gun or something? What's going on? So I open my blinds and look out the window, and I can't see anything. And lo and behold, it's my dad. And he forgot his phone and didn't have his key. And he was
Hate
like,
that
I was
shit.
really hoping you would say he pressed his face against the glass and made a little fart sound on it.
no, he was like,
Anytime-
he was like, hey, can you let me in? I forgot my phone. I was like, oh shit.
You should have looked at him and be like, "No, sorry." Just close it.
My house.
Yeah, mine.
Swiggity swooty, this house is now, I don't know how to make that rhyme. Anyway, moving on.
Every time I hear a strange noise outside my window at night, I just assume it's a Wendigo.
Same.
Also, Zach, you know how you said there should be a Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer?
Yeah.
There is one.
Oh shit.
They just posted.
Alright, who jinxed
You-
it?
You guys need like a mirrored video or a screen view in the middle of all this. That way you can watch stuff together.
Oh, we
on
do.
Screen.
We
Oh.
do. That's why it says topic right there. Do you see that?
Oh no, I haven't been
Oh.
looking
You
at
mean the
the
topic
screen.
that's literally Pokemon right now?
Hold
Okay,
on.
well,
Yeah,
let's
more important.
let's really look
It's
at
on
this
Zach's end.
abstract.
It's,
Yeah.
it's on Zach's end. It's fine.
Where it
Yeah, but
goes
that means
and the
people have to go from your stream to his stream.
hold on. If
can
you
change
want to know exactly what we're talking about and actually get a view of it, come to my stream because that's where the topics are.
Don't do that. I don't know why we watch the stupid videos on the podcast thing anyway.
I wasn't going to watch it on. I mean, I guess I could just mute the audio and everything. I've just not run any official trailers or anything on stream in a while.
I was told to make that stupid box in the middle, and then we barely use it, so I'm gonna
Whoa!
use
Zach
Don't you-
uses it all the time.
All
You're the only
the
one that does it.
time. Don't you link me in with you, you heathen!
it. Okay, hear me out though, right? We don't need it. It's
Listen,
whatever.
It's here. It's here for everybody. It's right here on my screen. Everybody can look at it. It's nice to have.
Are you
But it
taking
could
away
just
community features?
It
Wow.
could just be. It could just be the best thing.
Yeah, and I
Right.
could put myself between Levi and Andrew, and we could just delete you entirely and put the topics on the other side.
Look, Buster, I'm the one who made this overlay. You're gonna
Yeah,
give
I'm
me
using
at
it.
least
I
a
asked for a
smidgen
thing.
of
I asked for
respect.
one thing, and you're commenting that you hate it.
fighting.
Look me in the eyes and say that again, big man.
I fucking love that
I
goddamn
can't get any
section.
closer to mine. This isn't fair. I can't get any closer to my camera.
I could get really close, but then it's going to be uncomfortable.
I'm already uncomfortable.
Ew.
Let's make a stream. Let's make a stream, but every POV is from her crotch.
Oh man, it's literally gonna be a war between like
Guys,
who has to adjust themselves last.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be awful.
No, we'll make it the ultimate war. Everybody will take Viagra, and we'll just see how far we get into the podcast.
No.
Well, all right.
Sweet mother.
It's a race to the bottom, boys.
I'll just wear 14 pairs of underwear.
He's
Watch,
wrapped
then
his
go
cock
pierce
to
through
his
all
leg.
of them.
We just
Oh my
see him
God.
growing uncomfortable as the day goes on. He's just like,
You
It's
just
just
hear
getting redder and redder. You see every
More
vein
like-
pulsating as he needs to like,
But-
break through his concrete undies.
hear a
By the end
tearing
of it is-
noise.
You're like
By
a
the-
fucking crick in those undies.
By the end of it, he's drenched in sweat. Tears streaming down his face.
And then the entire stream just finishes with him shitting himself.
Oh my god.
He was holding it
But
back
this
so
is-
hard, and it just all
this
released.
is- This is way too vivid.
Oh, dude, that is nowhere near as vivid as the time that I woke up and had to take the biggest shit in the world, and I shit you not, dude, my schlong was down to my fucking knee. That shit. That
You know,
shit.
sometimes I just don't know how to reply to stuff.
It's okay because God just built me different, I guess.
All of his skin was currently running to his cock so he can make it to the bathroom in time.
No, dude, I
Yeah,
remember
like
very
to tape
vividly.
the tip of my wiener down to my foot, so that every
No.
time I get up, it's longer.
Straight up, the first 2 sentences out of my mouth were when I woke up. I said, "Oh my god, my stomach," and then the second thing I said was, "Oh my god, my dick." And to this day, dude, I tell everybody I can about that story because it was insane. I didn't even know that a human appendage could get that long.
Uh,
I wish I had a hog, man.
I think we all do.
I think we're all
Instead,
rowers
I have
and
to
not
wake up every
showers.
morning and go, "Hey there, little buddy."
Yeah.
Slap awake.
Don't you enjoy it when the tiny Vanna sausage turns into a regular boy wiener?
When the Slim Jim turns into a
Wait, yours grows?
Savage Slim Jim.
Yeah, mine's like the telescope, but it's like the third telescope from At World's End, where he's trying to outshine Barbosa, and he's just
Dude.
holding it
Wait,
with
so
two
you guys
hands.
get boner when you shit or something? I'm confused.
No,
No.
I woke
So what
up.
you have to do, is you have to reach underneath yourself and cup it up, or it just gets all over yourself. Now I know you wouldn't know this, but let me
Is there-
explain it
is there
very
a ball
vividly.
right next to your
Wait,
balls,
Hold
like
on,
right on top
hold
of them.
on,
Yeah,
Are you-
your guys aren't like that.
guys, hold on. This is
He just
not.
outed himself.
This is. Hold on. We're having a completely separate conversation than what we should be. Do you prefer a toilet that's circular or oval?
I stand. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
not
just
when
standing
you
there, plop in there.
Yeah, you just squat on top of the toilet and
I
shit
take off
down
all my
into it.
pants, my undies, and everything, so I can let it plop in there.
No,
You remember back in
like-
you remember back in elementary school how the boys would use the urinals, but they would pull their pants down below their butt.
No, dude,
Dude,
some people
freak
still did that in high
kids.
school.
Yeah,
People
some
still
of
did
those
that in high
freak
school.
kids.
I saw some kids do that when I was in high school.
Dude, do you remember the
just-
good old times where you just try to back up as far as you can to piss the distance over into the urinal?
No, dude, I'm not even joking. There's this kid named Evan at my high school. Whenever he was in the bathroom, I'm not even joking, he would undo his belt and yank his boxers and his pants down to his ankles and then just start pissing.
What a fucking man.
No, and this is the
That's
worst
like
part.
What a
it's like a
dominant
showing
move.
of it's a showing of dominance.
No, this is
Yeah,
the
he's
worst
the
part.
most confident man in that room right now.
The worst part was, if you walked by him, he would look at you and say, "Enjoying the show?" And I was
You know,
like,
he's
I
not
was
even
like,
He's a
doing it
literal
to,
alpha. What are you complaining about?
You know what? I'm actually considering my life. Right now, I usually fart loud and proud, but I'm like
You know what? That
I
makes
am
it-
I am a shameful shitter. I do not like to make noise when I'm in the bathroom and somebody else is there.
Dude, if
I-
I shit, I make sure people know I'm in there.
I don't.
I still remember that one time you talked about when you were shitting and like someone walked in. And then, oh god!
Zach, I just want you to know I don't even have a choice.
I know you don't have a choice. You were debuffed on birth.
Oh, also, Boo, thank you for
hold
the
on.
Prime sub. I appreciate that. You're a hero for that. Hell yeah. But anyway, go on.
Marcus,
Yeah,
It's
Marcus,
yeah.
I want to ask you something. Did that peace story, was that your sexual awakening?
No, okay.
What?
So
What?
my girlfriend, at the time, whenever this happened, I called her and told her about it like a few days later, and she said that sounds about right. And I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
He's an alpha, bro. He's just asserting his dominance.
No, not that about the me waking up in my tummy hurty thing.
I think my favorite story has to be me and so at my parents' house. There's a third floor, and me and Andrew were always in twin-sized beds across from each other. And for half an hour to an hour, we could not fall asleep because we were giggling like little fucking schoolboys, just laughing at the most random, stupid shit. But one of the times, I let out a fart that felt like it lasted for 5 goddamn minutes. And through the entire thing, Andrew is freaking the fuck out for how long this fart is going. He's like, "What are you doing? Are you okay?" Just this squeaky voice, and I'm like, "Oh."
have
Dude,
have
oh
you
my
ever
God.
farted so long that it like disrupts like
FaceTime? Yes.
Dude, it was so bad. It felt like every corner, every inch of my body was shriveling up, and I was getting sucked into myself for how long the fart was going. It was bad.
Oh my god.
you ever
Dude.
farted so long that it makes you laugh? But
Yes.
then you start laughing, so like it goes like as you're laughing.
Oh my god, yeah. He just turned into a revving engine.
Yeah. Oh god.
Dude. I was gonna okay, so we were going to an anime convention when this
Mhm.
happened. I was with my friends Ethan, Jacob, Chandler, and Chandler bless his soul, dude. He went into the bathroom and dropped the meanest shit this side of the planet's ever seen, dude. Like, if he had done that in the Mississippi River, it would have dried up. I'm not even joking. It was so bad. And what he did that made it worse. When he was done, he walked out of the bat, didn't wash his hands, he
Ew.
closed the door. He closed the door, and there was no air conditioning in there or anything.
Oh
So
my god.
Ethan walks in there, and all I hear is, "What the fuck, Chandler?" And he gets out of there, and he was like, I was like, "What happened?" He was like, "Chandler took a shit and left the door closed," and I just started dying on the couch.
My God. That's the true legacy pack right there.
I just
Oh
want to
my
let you
God.
guys know that we've been talking about bodily functions for about 20 minutes now.
That's okay.
Such a
That's
good-
fine.
It's funny.
It's okay, it's kind of funny.
It's
Men
kind-
humor.
It's kind of
Like
funny.
I'm literally like, I'm tuning out to the point where I'm like, should I go wash dishes right now?
All right.
Men humor.
Yes. Potty humor.
Men.
Have you guys ever
men.
been in such an awkward, like, see someone in such an awkward situation that it makes you laugh from it being awkward?
Oh
Yes.
my,
Yeah, but that's
all
just
the
because-
time.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm autistic.
Is
It's
that,
like
is that a
somebody.
sign?
You know what it is?
I'm
It's
kind of
the
sad no one laughed.
it's the
You
best.
can laugh. I give you permission.
Listen, we already had a conversation
Look, now
during
that
the
you
beginning
want us
of
to
a
laugh,
different
I'm
one.
not gonna laugh.
Yeah, you aren't funny.
Oh, I mean, that might be a little bit true. that comes with the tism.
I'm trying to think of the most secondhand embarrassment I've ever had.
I think my favorite one has to still be somebody
Mm.
calling, like that awkward thing where somebody in school calls a teacher mom.
Oh,
Juice, I can think of a few.
So-
but
so I've-
I'm not gonna say any of them. Because some
Oh,
of them are
no.
like personal stories.
yeah. You remember the what was the shirt? The lavender colored shirt night?
Oh my god! Oh no, no, please. Do you want to talk
I'll-
about that one?
Oh no, you get to tell it. You get to tell it.
That,
I'm sitting
was the
here to
one with the
listen.
that was the one with the stain on it, right?
Oh no.
Oh, is this the cum stain?
Wait, that might have been a different person because I have a
No,
few
no, this
different
is the one
stories.
where we were all hanging out and you're like, time to go. Proceeds to gorilla walk.
Wait, what?
Wait.
What?
Oh, wait.
Hold on, we
Maybe you didn't-
need more context here.
Was that
Me and
me?
Andrew are out of this.
That might have been
Alright.
Tom.
No. Well, it was me who did the gorilla walk. But all right.
Oh,
You don't-
wait. Oh, hold on. I might remember this. Maybe I don't. Something happened though, right? Something happened that made you do the gorilla walk.
All right. So, if you guys don't know, me and Marcus happen to know each other in real life, and we're hanging out at his house. I showed up very intoxicated.
Oh my god.
Very intoxicated.
Okay, I
And-
remember now.
So I was laying in. This was years ago. I was laying in
Mhm.
bed. I don't know why, but I was wearing like a full lavender colored outfit, and it was that's only
was
part of it.
That was pretty
And
good.
and the pants were really tight, skinny jeans. And just know that I was drunk, so this isn't me, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, I was really drunk. He was playing Yu-Gi-Oh with some friends, and I was laying there and I was messaging a girl, and I really
Oh
liked
my
this girl.
I remember. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
And
Sorry.
you know, when you message a girl you really like and you're drunk, you happen
Yes.
to, you get there. But anyways, they got ready to leave.
No.
And they're like, "All right, it's time to go." And I was laying there and I'm like, "How do I get away with not showing this to the group?" So I made it into a meme and I pretended to gorilla walk to get able to get past them and get through
Okay,
the
no.
house, and then like as fast as I could, like put it like in my belt like holster area, like lay it up so it's up against you.
The best
And
part
that's
of
it.
that was, so we yanked the blankets off of him because he wouldn't get up. And our friend was the first one to notice. I didn't know at all until they told me. But he said, Juice, come on, man. And he got up, And Gorilla walks to the door and said, "I gotta go."
That's so
And-
fucking funny.
And we sat there, and I was like, "What is happening?" And then our friend was like, "He's drunk. We gotta go. We're leaving. Come on, we're done." And I was like, "What do you mean? We haven't finished our game yet." He's like, "No, we gotta go, man." And he's sitting there like fucking spread eagle in front of my door.
Oh my god.
Oh
I
my
had
god.
no idea.
Okay, hold on. So one time, it was me, our buddy Tyler, Curtis, and Andrew, all just hanging out, having a good time, playing games and everything. Everybody's about to go to bed. One person on the couch, one on a bed thing, and the other two on the twins. And fucking Andrew just says, "God, such a wonderful full moon tonight." And then I look up. I'm just like, I mean, I guess I can't. And I just see the light from the funeral home across the street directly peering through, lighting up this dude's white ass to look like the most gorgeous moon. And I'm like, oh, dude, oh, man.
I think the worst part is he's done that to me too. Where Kazu was like, "Hey, dude, you want to see a beautiful moon out tonight?" I was like, "Sure, I guess." And he sent me a picture of his ass cheeks. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Why?" And then
Dude,
Zach did the
like,
same
well-
thing. 'Cause Zach was like, oh man, you're missing out. Hold up, I gotta get in on this." And then he
Yeah.
sent me his. I was like, "What? Why? I don't want to see this."
The funniest
Oh,
guy
that was
I
so
know.
beautiful. I remember because I got him back later
It's like,
on.
well, might as well whip it out.
Yeah, I got him back later on. It was just the two of us. I think it was like partway through the weekend. I think it was Saturday. Tyler and Curtis went home, and me and him were hanging out playing Bloodborne and shit. And I was just like, "Man, it's time to turn off everything." I go stomping through in the darkness, and he just sees my white ass staring back. You know, he's like, "Ah."
Blowback.
Oh God.
One time in high school, we were in gym, and I had one of my friends hand me a
Oh my
picture.
Fucking god,
I
I know
pr- I
exactly
pr-
what you...
I
Go on.
proceeded to unfold the piece of paper, and it was a very vivid picture of a pecker, and like it was so deep. You could see like every orifice. It was so detailed.
Oh my god.
And there was like a specific vein, and I asked them why they handed me that, and they're like, "That's a sketch of mine." I was like,
Yeah,
"Thanks, man. I really
Yep.
needed that."
I remember this specifically
All right.
because the same picture was handed to me.
Hold on.
Yeah, this burned into my memory.
We have a story that you're going to tell us about Waffle House, and we just never did it.
Oh, okay, yes. So this happened last night. This happened
This was
last
last
night. This
night?
this was last night. This wasn't even a joke. So I had
Oh.
a friend over,
Mhm.
and we hung out till like 1 a.m. And I was hungry, so I was like, "Let's go get Waffle House at 1 a.m. in the middle of nowhere." So we went. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got like a breakfast platter plus a biscuit and gravy plus like a big honking thing of orange juice.
God, you
Man
get
eats
so
big.
much.
And I ate it, and like the orange, I was drinking the orange juice, and I was like, "This is really sour orange juice." I didn't think about it, and I'm like, "Oh, it's just really pure orange juice." That's the only way I could think about it in my head. And I got home, and she came back with me, and she was just chilling out in my bed, and all you hear come across the hall is, "Ah! Ah!" And I had drank and ate all of that, and it was bad. And I had this person over, and I was literally projectile vomiting. And they opened my door, and they sat there and watched me do it.
Oh
Anyways,
my
that's
god.
why I didn't go to work today. But
Okay. I have two stories. One projectile vomiting, and another to deal with Waffle House.
Oh no.
why do they always connect?
Okay.
Because dude, Waffle
on.
House is like
They're
where
two
Waffle
separate
House is where
stories.
boys turn into men.
So
Honestly.
I'll go over
Factual though.
I'll go over the barf story first, then I'll go to the Waffle House one. The barf story is hilarious. Bree had to go to the emergency room, and she doesn't act well with morphine because some people don't.
Oh, that's not funny.
Oh,
Yeah. Hold
That's
on.
hilarious.
I take her, she's all queasy, she's looking at me, and she's like, oh, I can't hold it in, and I'm like, we're almost on the way back from Walmart, it'll be fine, and she's just like, oh, it's coming, I can't stop it, and I'm trying to pull over as fast as I can so she can throw up on the side of the road, and I about to roll down the window, and all I see is a red hue go all over my car.
Oh no.
And I'm like slowly lowering the window as it's just like pouring out the side. And she looks at me and she's just like, you don't love me anymore.
oh my god, dude!
Oh wait, have you told them the story, the cookout story?
I was about to tell them that.
All right, tell your cookout
This
story.
story-
I'll go back to Waffle House.
This story is burned in my memory, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a core memory for me. We were just done with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals, and we were on the way back home, but we decided to stop by Cookout to get some food. We had another friend with us, and they were in a different car. So
Yeah, whatever.
we were parked trying to decide whether we wanted to get in, like where we wanted to get in line at, or if we wanted to like sit down and call them. And this lady in an SUV is trying to like pull into another parking spot beside us, but it's not a full parking spot. It was like half a parking spot. There wasn't really room there. And what she does is she pulls in, pulls back, pulls in, pulls back, pulls in, pulls back, gets out, yells at us, and then gets back in, like keeps doing that for a few minutes. Pulls back in, and then she gets her cup of water and throws it at our car. And we were sitting there like, what the fuck is this lady's problem? What is happening? And so the friend that we had there at that time rolled the window down and was like, "Hey bitch, what's your problem?" And this was the guy in the other car. That was like, he literally hung out with us that one day and then we never saw him again.
Mm-hmm.
And after that happened, we were like, holy shit, dude, this woman is off her rocker. So she pulls into the line, starts honking the horn at the people in front of her, and we're sitting there, we're like, it's a line, you gotta wait. They're not just gonna fucking, like, pull off away and then let you go through. But anyway, we get up the speaker, the other dude comes up, and he looks, the lady on the speaker is like, welcome to Cookout, what can we get for you? And our friend comes up to the speaker as Trevor's about to say something, and he's like, hey, yeah, what the fuck? Right in the speaker when the lady's trying to take her order. So then we get our order done, we go home, and we get to my place, and Juice and our other friend were in the car, and I was in the back seat. We got to my place, or no, we were on the highway to my place, and our friend is just like, I don't feel very good. And Juice is like, oh, I'm sure you're fine. It'll be okay. We're almost there.
Yeah.
And then, from my perspective, I heard like what sounded like a fart. So I just started busting out laughing. I was like, dude, you shit yourself. And I peep over the driver's seat, and there's just vomit everywhere.
And the thing about it is the car we're in was a Magnum, and if you don't know about Magnums, they have like a recessive piece that's in front of the steering wheel while your lights and stuff are, so it acts almost like a big bowl. So I look over,
Oh my god.
I go, "Are you okay?" He proceeds to projectile vomit again all over his arm, and there's like a pool of 2-inch thick vomit in where like the bowl area is, and like you could tell exactly like it. Like, I don't know why he didn't chew. Like, the same food just came back up again. It was pretty interesting. And then we got to his house, And you know when throw up's pretty fresh, how acidity it smells? Like you can,
Yes.
it like
smells
burns your
bad.
nose.
Yeah.
So from where I had just ate, smelling that made me want to throw up. So we got back to his house, and then I threw up in the driveway.
Dude, the best part was though, I thought it sounded like a fart. I thought he shit himself, so I started making fun of him. Peeked over the seat, saw it was vomit. I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" And Juice was like, "Are you okay?" And he just started shaking his head, like, and then he puked again. and then and then Juice was like, "Dude, don't do that again. Open a window. I'm gonna do it too. If I keep smelling him, I'm gonna do it." And he put his head out the window and was trying to ignore it. And then as soon as we got to my place, they both got out of the car, and our friend like
It's
he like
it's
took his
also
shirt.
it's
he took
also
it-
20 degrees in the middle of winter, by the way.
Yeah. He took his shirt and started shaking it and then shook his hands off and then looked at me, looked at the ground, looked back at me and said, "Hold on." And then he put a finger up and just did it again on the floor. And then Juice was like, "Dude, you gotta stop. I'm gonna." And then he did it. And then I'm just sitting there like slapping my knee, laughing my ass off.
It's hilarious because we're laughing while we're throwing up. It was
Yeah.
like the weirdest scene you've ever.
And then
And then Marcus
You know,
came out like, "Who wants clam chowder?"
no, dude. No, my dad was watching. My dad was watching from the screen door too, and I went inside. He was like, "What's going on out there?" I was like, "Oh, they're
And
just
then your
vomiting."
dad vomited.
The progression.
My God.
It was so funny, dude. Like, it sounds disgusting, but at the time, it was hilarious to me. It was like the shock value of like, oh, I thought this dude shit himself, but now he's actually dying.
And also, while we're in the car, I was listening. I don't know if is it Ansel? What's his name? Ansel Elgort.
Ansel Elgort, yeah.
The
dude
one
from,
from
The Fault in Our
Faulkner.
Stars.
Yeah, so he makes
Yeah.
music now, and he makes a really good song. It's called Supernova, and it's really bassy. So imagine like you've got a headache, you feel like you're gonna throw up, but I didn't know that, so I was blaring music with high bass while
This
he's
man-
like trying not to throw up.
This man played this song every time we hung out, by the way, for an entire year straight. If we were at anyone's house, he would literally be like, "Hey, you got Spotify?" We go, "Yeah." He walks over and just turns it on. And we're like, "Dude, we're gonna get bored of this song if you keep doing this." It was like, "I don't care, it sounds good."
And then he did. Got
Yep.
bored of it.
I think I still have that in my playlist. I'll do it next time. You've restarted a meme.
A
damn it.
trend. Yes.
No.
Oh God.
I just like to imagine you guys just and you're just like, "Mommy, I puked on the bed."
I threw up.
Juice doesn't know about the poo-poo bed.
The hot chocolate.
Oh
bed.
no.
What?
Oh, I guess Fawn wasn't there
Not
for
the
it either.
poopy bed.
Thank
Dude, this
God
was way back in Fellas.
God,
This was
that-
in the Fellas Discord server.
Whew, that
So-
Yeah, this was an ongoing thing for like a year straight.
so
Yeah,
funny.
so-
He kept
Alright,
yelling
you
at us
did
to
it.
stop so much.
What happened was, so I had my camera on, like actually on my face,
Yes.
and I had
Say
a
it.
I had a foldable stand right beside me with hot cocoa and a sandwich on it.
Yeah.
And they were making fun of the sandwich,
Oh.
and I was trying to defend the sandwich, saying it was a normal sandwich because they were saying that there was crumbs on the sandwich, and I was like,
Yes.
"What the fuck do you mean? It's a sandwich. Of course there's crumbs on it."
It consists of crumbs.
And what happened was I went to grab the hot cocoa to show them I had hot cocoa, and I full on just fucking murdered the nightstand. Like
Oh,
I
no.
hit that shit so hard it flew. I'm not even joking. It went at least 2 feet in the air and landed on my bed.
So
And I
funny.
was sitting there covered in hot cocoa, and I looked at my bed and it was covered in hot cocoa. And I was like, "Holy shit, hold on." So I took the camera, panned it over to my bed to show what happened, and everyone was like, "Yo, Asmo shit his bed! What the fuck? Damn!"
And that
And I was
show-
sitting there like, "I didn't shit my bed, you guys saw what happened." And they started gaslighting me about it.
I'm pretty sure we also took screenshots and started using them
No,
Yeah, I'm
against
trying
you.
to find the picture.
Everyone has a picture of that
Yes.
incident.
so good. It was so beautiful.
I had to take the sheets off the bed, and I had to like take a washcloth and start dabbing the mattress.
Oh, I
I
found
was
it.
like, "Fuck, dude."
I want the
Did you find
picture.
it?
That'll make a great YouTube banner.
Yeah.
Make that the
You
podcast
should've-
thumbnail, Zach.
Okay.
Rinse it
Can
off
do.
and you throw it in the washer. Also, add a bit of bleach.
So
Yeah, I threw everything in the washer. For anybody who wants to see the doo-doo bed pic, you can look in the lounge channel of our Discord,
I'll fix
which is right here.
Here, if you want to make fun of the sandwich too, I have that.
Oh my god, that does look like you.
Here's a sandwich.
I also have the sandwich to make fun of. You would have specifically the
That
sandwich.
is the funniest sandwich to me. It
God,
was
what
literally
is
like what?
freaking
Just
out?
white bread,
what is that
ham, cheese,
bread?
and mayo or something.
What is
mean,
the
what
shape
bread?
of
It's
that
normal
bread? No, look at that.
Look
Like,
at the
hold
ramen. Look
on.
at the ramen.
That
I won't.
bread looks wrong. Like, usually it
I
has
will
more
not
of a
look at the-
pillow effect, and then...
you cannot look at the ramen, but not look at the 3 perfectly placed mints right there. Okay,
Yeah,
Dude,
the
yeah,
mints
that's
are
true.
funny.
Hold
The
on.
mints are pretty funny.
Your bread looks like it has a foreskin. That's all I'm going to say.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
Look at, like, hold on. My bread usually like billows out a little bit more and then goes down. It usually has more of a top to it, like a mushroom. But his bread just has such an insignificant top.
What are you
have
talking about?
Hold on.
Have you guys ever noticed how hotels always got a cup chair?
A
Yeah.
cup chair? Like
Cup
a
chair.
chair with a cup holder?
No, cup, like someone who watches.
This is
Oh,
more
couple
like
chair.
that's more the shape of the bread I'm used to.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm
let's see
sorry, you don't have the
this.
Minecraft
Oh,
bread,
shit.
buddy.
That's what I'm saying. He has little
That is- okay.
foreskin bread.
Zach, no, Zach, the
Mhm.
difference between those two types of bread is that bread isn't made all in the same shape, and also
That's-
you're
I'm
thinking
not-
of wheat bread.
Yeah, listen,
Wheat
I
bread is
am
shaped
just
more often like that than not.
well, yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm still
Mine's
saying
not
that you're
wheat bread, it's
you're
white
s-
bread.
it looks like your bread was cut different.
This man's making fun of my fucking the way my foreskin sh-
Your sandwich from like 2 years ago.
This, why would you eat ramen with a fork?
with a fork. What the f am I supposed to
You're
eat it
supposed
with?
to eat ramen with a
You
fork.
You're
non.
supposed to-
Wait, hold
You
on. I eat
know-
ramen with a fork.
I
You
live
non-cultured
Because you
ape
have
man.
Chopsticks, I do.
I live like fucking west or
Oh,
east
I'm
side of the
sorry.
Mississippi.
I don't bust out the chop. Wait, if I'm at a place with
Yeah.
chopsticks, I'll eat with chopsticks. But like, I'm at home and I'm lazy.
I live literally in the middle of nowhere. How am I supposed to get chopsticks?
In the South, the South
Marcus,
does
I never
have
knew there was
chopsticks.
like
Dirt.
All right,
Marcus. You never
some-
told me about the guy on your bed. He saw everything.
All right, some
The hell is that? That's not in my room.
That's the sheep on your bed.
Yeah, this
Look at the
little
corner.
protective corner thing that they have.
Oh my god!
What am I seeing here?
I didn't notice that before. Holy shit!
Eyelid.
All right, everybody.
Oh, the sheep.
Does this
Yeah.
haunt you in your dreams? In the middle of the night, does this wake you up? If this tiny little face gets to you, just know it gets to all of us.
In the middle of the night, I keep my ass unwiped.
someone in my
You
chat.
looked at the thing whenever you winked off.
Someone in my chat wants us to talk about more about cuck chairs. I don't know why.
Hold on.
No,
So-
they got a point. We should talk about cuck chairs.
That's like a
Um,
really basic topic, to be
So
honest.
I think there's a meta to them. If you get the ones that have like
Meta?
open handles, then you no like open handles, then you can handcuff them to it. That way they're forced to watch. But if you use like a normal chair, I don't really think there's a point
You put a
because then they
neck
can just get
brace
up.
on them, so they can move their
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
You know,
All
I
right,
wonder,
well.
like, there has to be a cuck out there, right, who is very interested in the chair industry because they want like a really comfortable chair to be strapped to be forced to watch.
Do you think we could create a successful business of renovating people's closets so they can have nice lounge areas for when they're peering through the low slots to watch their wives get fucked?
I would just drill a hole through it.
Can we do like Cockled's comforts and things? Is that what we can do?
There's some missing potential here. So
Right?
bathrooms specifically like the shower area, they should have a
Yeah.
those little slide things they have on some office doors so you can peek inside, or that so that you can see on the other side of the doorway.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should have in the showers between like hotel rooms, have the showers right next to each other, and then have one of those little slide hole things so you can open it and then talk to the other person taking a shower right next to you.
Are we opening a burlesque
Hey, buddy,
hotel?
showering?
Is that
Yeah,
what we're
man.
doing? Are
Like,
we
hey,
opening
man.
a burlesque hotel?
No, you see, it's genius because if let's say you don't have any more soap, you just open the little slot machine there and you go, "Hey man, you got some soap?"
Yeah, slap him
You
on
know,
the ass, say
you
good
You
on
know
you,
how
and
like
then grab
churches
their
have
soap.
those rooms where you announce your sins in?
Oh my god!
It'll work like that. We'll have a
Fucking
priest hand you
confessional?
soaps and stuff while you confess everything.
But see,
I would love for
they
a
hand
hand
you-
to come out to hand me something out of convenience from like a little square door. Like, oh, sorry, man, I got you.
No, see, because like they hand you the soap, it has a little bit of brown freckles on it. That's okay. You can just nothing, a little
Boy.
water won't get rid of.
What?
How much shit are you caking on your on your fucking soap?
Well, the person beside
Why are
me
you
is
getting
probably
shit on your soap?
That's the better question, honestly.
person beside me is probably a Smash
No.
player, so that, they don't wash their ass.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh
Understandable.
yeah, there you go. The hair
They're
is what
unpacking
traps
that like
it on the
3-month
fucking
old
soap.
like peanut butter sandwich down there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Month-old peanut butter
Peanut
sandwich.
butter sandwich. God damn,
Oh god.
that shit raunchy, pal.
Every bit of
Oh.
this is so vivid.
Dude, okay, dude. That's
You
like
can't
the
handle
best
the
kind
milk
of humor, though.
toast.
It just gets funnier the more vivid it gets.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get used to it the more you talk to us.
Woo!
He-
My
he's-
vision
he's
is
already-
blurring from laughter and heat.
He already knows how vivid I get with jokes.
Oh, even better.
Woo.
I get
Marcus
a
can
little-
paint. Marcus can paint a whole painting just with words.
Oh,
Marcus
absolutely.
can paint the entire inside of a toilet.
What was the way that our friend described it? He said, fuck, I can't remember what it is.
I can't remember that far.
That's what he
back.
said.
Fuck.
That's all he said. Yeah.
Oh, he made an actual analogy for it though. He made like an analogy specifically for how vivid I can paint things. And I can't remember
You're an
what the
artiste, the Mozart of painting.
So wait, are you telling me that we use all of our wording abilities, but you use it to just create grotesque images in people's minds?
Yes.
I think
no,
we all do that.
literally, when I'm describing something, I describe it in the most detailed way that even if you're like
Well, that's
like deaf, blind, everything, you will be able to
Marcus,
imagine it no matter what.
Marcus, it's because we've all studied psychology in one way, shape, or form. We
Whoa,
already know.
hold on there, buddy.
We already know.
Don't even try to say you studied
We-
psychology.
You were in beginning psychology. I don't think you
But
studied
Tanner's-
much of it
I was
either.
I took psychology as a college major for 4 years.
Yeah, but did you graduate?
No, I mean, I was literally a semester away from getting my what's it called?
Bachelor's.
Yeah, bachelor's. So, but I
All I'm
couldn't pay
saying
for college to
is
finish
we've
it out. So.
viewed the eyeglass of humanities so closely. We've seen the worst of it in the internet and the best of it. All I'm saying is you can paint the image directly into a person's head.
Yes,
Very fair.
psychology is like I'm very passionate about psychology though. I love psychology a lot. It's like one of the few topics that I think I have a pretty hefty grasp on. It's like that, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and like
Yes.
the toilet bowl when I wake up in the morning.
Toilet bowl. The psychology of toilet bowls.
I actually
Human society is a toilet bowl.
when I was going to a world religions class,
Mhm.
so I have a IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and sometimes it like causes me to be late for class. Obviously, I walked into I walked into my world religions class, and I the teacher had the lights off, and he had a movie on, and I kind of like leaned over to him. I was like, "Hey, I just had to like drop a major deuce because of my IBS." He looked at me, just did not make any face at all. He just dead stare, and then just pointed to a seat. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but sure, let's go for it. I just took his seat, and I guess he counted me as here. But the man was just completely unfazed.
He did not want.
Our
He
teacher
was
did
just
not
like,
wanted to hear you
yeah.
that you had
Yeah,
to
apparently not. My psychology teacher. Okay, so when I signed up for college, they didn't know that I had Asperger's,
Hmm?
and apparently they actually teach you differently in college. Give you like they help you more in college if you have Asperger's, which they didn't know that I had because they never like. I mean, I guess they did ask, but I never thought about it.
No, the colleges are completely one-sided street. If you don't put anything down, they don't care about it.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I can't remember, but
No,
anyway,
I'm just saying the college system, if you're going to put something down on your actual like, hey, this is certain conditions and stuff, it has to be from your own mouth because the college does not care. They're just there. Take your
well
money.
they asked me a lot of questions because they have to
Yes.
ask you like, oh, does this person have any pre-existing conditions that might affect their work at school?
Yes, and if
And
it's
that's
not,
that's why I had IBS down was because I needed that as like an actual excuse for if I was late.
yeah.
But I can't. I guess I just didn't tell them about the Asperger's thing, and my psychology professor was like, "Wait, you have Asperger's?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" He was like, "That's really cool, but did you put that down when you signed up for college?" I was like, "No. Was I supposed to?" He was like, "Yes, because your your work would be so much more different than it is right now, and you would be
Hmm.
getting a lot more support." And I was like, "Wait, really? What the fuck?" And I didn't
yeah,
really think about it because the only
accommodation.
I passed all of my classes except for music because the music class was like actual AIDS. That class was awful. That class was fucking terrible. But all the classes I cared about, I passed. Psychology, I had an A in. Um, whatever. Anyway, moving on. I just wanted to give that little tidbit of a story.
You, you did a great job.
I don't think I did. I didn't fucking graduate.
Oh, well, at least you're still alive. You know.
Barely.
You-
Is any con- is any consolation? I haven't graduated either. I mean, I
I
got
mean,
one
honestly,
transfer degree, but it's
the,
kind of useless right now.
the degree would have been great because I did want to become a psychologist, and you have to have a degree to become a psychologist. Obviously, you can't
Hmm.
give people
Oh,
you
for
you
sure.
can't deal with people's mental problems if you're not licensed to do so. Um, but I don't think
Oh
that
yeah,
my
it's a whole another can of worms.
I don't think that college was worth it.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of just general education for nothing. The only things that I like
Yeah,
actually really learned were from the things that I wanted to have a profession in, which was business and psychology.
Yeah. It sucks that
but
mainly I'm happy that trade schools are taking off more than anything now,
Hmm.
in which you
Ooh.
don't have to go for the entire 4 years. You can learn a portion of computer coding in 10 months and then be out in the workforce with a higher paying job. I just enjoy that
Trade
it's easier now.
trade is a hell of an industry to get into though because they expect you to work.
Hmm.
They expect you to work like a lot, like boots to ground, face to ass, bro. Like most places, if you go to them and you're like, "Hey, I can't work a 9 to 5, like 5 or 6 day week," they'll just let you go. They're just like, "Nah, man, we'll just find someone else to do it."
Hmm.
Unless they're desperate. If they're desperate, then you know.
Part time is
yeah,
becoming sort of a not as big of a thing. Either people working full time, I don't like, or people just doing side jobs, such as Uber or anything, just going and getting food, shopping for people, blah blah blah,
Which
working your
sucks
own
because
hours.
Uber takes
So much.
takes advantage
Yeah.
of the people that work for it. It's a really bad side job.
They do.
Yeah.
I wonder if
But,
DoorDashing is
Also,
actually any
prices are
good.
just increasing through.
DoorDashing's probably like about the
like,
same. I know that DoorDashers have a big issue with getting tipped,
yeah.
like not enough, and people will say they didn't get their food, and so DoorDash will be like, "Oh, okay, well, we're not going to pay you for that run because they didn't get their food."
I know there's a couple of places where people are just stealing the food that they're going to pick up.
Oh yeah, they set it like right by the door.
Yeah,
and
that
then-
happened to my brother recently.
Yep. Didn't that happen to your brother too, Kazu? Or you, or was it Levi?
It happened to Kazu, as I recall.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly who it was. Seems like Kazu's dead.
Yeah, he's
you
on
win.
mute, but
You
yeah,
win
yeah.
some, you lose some. You know.
He might. I think
The
it might
other
have been
thing, too,
Levi
is
who.
that the other thing too is that buying food from DoorDash now is actually the prices are increasing.
It's
So
expensive,
like
dude.
people can't even barely afford to buy through DoorDash and even tip people and stuff at this point. And that's why it's just like
Yeah.
how are we even gonna fucking do this? And
It's because the supply versus demand of the countries. What
and
the
again,
fuck?
brother, and he was fucking
The companies are
furious. And
artificially
he tips
inflating
good.
demand. Companies are artificially inflating the demand for products. What happens is
Yeah.
they go, "Oh, well, let's raise the price of this product to figure out like what's the cutoff for people, and we'll just slowly increase it over time." And they'll come out and be like, "Oh, well, we're in a recession, so these prices make sense." But the only reason we're in a recession is because those companies are being fucking stupid and raising their prices and not paying their employees a livable wage that matches the inflation rate that they're creating.
Yeah.
So then what happens is all those employees start quitting so they can find better jobs, and then they're like, nobody wants to work. This economy is just going to get worse. So they start inflating the prices even more, and it pretty much forces those people who quit those like underpaying jobs to have to find a job, even if it's low paying, because they just flat out can't afford anything. And then they still
Yeah.
can't afford anything because their job is shit.
For the first time
And
in
then they
forever,
blame groups of people for it.
it's just like how a bunch of places near me are constantly struggling for employees and everything, and it's just people don't get paid as much as they need to be paid. I don't know what you want from anybody.
My favorite thing is what fast food places do,
Mm-hmm.
where they say hiring up to $15 an hour. Not hiring $15 an hour, hiring up to $15 an hour, and they make you fight for it. What they'll do is they'll be like, "Yeah, we can see ourselves putting you on for like $9." And it forces you into a situation where you're like, "Okay, but I'm worth more than $9." And then they go, "Okay, prove it to me." And so you have to sit there and pretty much do like a bargain battle between them to get them to come to terms with you being a living, breathing human being that deserves a livable wage. And they don't want to do that.
The one thing I'm excited about is that a good portion around here have been pretty decent with their pay. Like the Chick-fil-A around here is hiring at $17 an hour.
I think the one here is $18.50 an hour, which is ridiculous.
Chick-fil-A's are efficient as shit, dude. You could
Dude,
walk into a Chick-fil-A, order their entire menu, it'd be out to your hands in 2 minutes.
They are really good at what they do. Every single time I go through a drive-through, there's like 4 people there ringing everybody out. It's like the most efficient system I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Like that, it is. I think that most fast food places should adopt that thing where they just have.
I want to point out too.
What is it?
I was gonna say it's too, because like, okay, Chick-fil-A has like good pay and good service and all this good stuff, and then you find out where they
Super
take the
LGBT.
money to, and you're just like,
Yeah,
yeah, you're just
super
like, how?
LGBT.
The CEO of Chick-fil-A is super against LGBTQ plus, and it just we can't do anything. And most of the companies that we do support on a daily basis are pieces of shit. So I just at this point, for how
Yep.
long we've had this this podcast, Marcus, since the beginning
Yeah.
of the year, we've just found dirt on everybody.
We talk a lot of shit about companies on this podcast.
Good.
Like
Yeah.
Konami,
In general, as a whole,
Nintendo.
capitalism shit.
I think the only company we have not talked shit on in recent memory is probably. Can I think of one?
Steam. We haven't talked shit on Steam in a long time.
Well, Steam is like neither here nor there. I feel like they just
Yeah.
kind of don't do anything.
They just exist as the largest
Oh.
PC gaming market.
Oh damn it! I had something and then it died.
Gabe and Newell just stalks people to their house and hands them Steam Decks,
I love
and that's
that.
their whole
I
their
thought
whole
that was
business
so
model.
funny.
Everyone felt
innocent.
so uncomfortable. Everyone's like, "What is happening?"
Some of them didn't even know it was Gabe Newell.
Yeah,
They were just
Yeah.
like, who's this
he was
random
signing
fucking dude?
stuff. So great.
Wasn't he dressed as a delivery
I want a
delivery
free
man?
Steam Deck.
No, he was just dressed as Gabe Newell.
Oh,
Does he
he
still
just
deliver
normally
Steam
dresses
Decks?
as a delivery man.
Since the main central area where Steam is located is in Seattle, I don't know if he's still, because they're like back on production lines, but in the early days he was just showing up at people's houses to hand them their Steam Decks. And then when somebody would see that the person, when he see the person wasn't home, he'd ask the neighbor and be like, "Yo, you want one as well?" and just hand them one as well. Oh God, I love Gabe Newell.
Man.
What an interesting little man.
I like
Yeah.
his nose.
Y'all ever remember the story that he gave just the game he played Switch?
Wait, the one now?
Never mind. I remember it was like he was having a fucking sit down with someone while eating, and he just talked about like some stupid fucking game he played called Switch, where he stuck a finger in his ass and in one in his mouth.
Oh. Oh
And then when they
God,
said Switch,
Goopy, what have you been watching, man?
I
And
have no
What?
clue.
So Alpha Lemons 9 said Costco is the only big company that's not a piece of garbage.
What does
Huh.
Costco do?
Costco.
they just buy things in
think-
bulk and sell it in bulk.
I think there's dirt on Costco. I remember something happened in the past that was controversial that they did.
Oh man, speaking of dirt on companies, didn't Pepsi just release something?
Was it a Ponzi scheme?
I remember hearing that
But
they
every big company's done that. That's like normal.
I remember like they
I-
made pill
wait.
reality.
Wait, does Costco has
And
membership, right?
then there's
Yes.
sounds like
I think that they have a Ponzi scheme going on in
yeah,
Costco. Because what they do is you get a membership and you get benefits for recruiting other people to get a membership.
I mean,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
do get
Alpha Lemon 9 said it's just a better version of Sam's Club.
Oh, okay, so it is a Ponzi scheme. That's what it was. That was the controversy.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
cool.
not a Ponzi scheme because you're not there. You're not expecting money back.
No, you do get money back though.
I mean, I guess in savings, but that's just like a membership program.
Do you?
I think they actually do pay members to recruit
There's
people.
okay. There's a difference
They
though,
pay the higher
Marcus.
ups.
Okay,
If you recruit a lot of people, what they do is they go, okay, cool, you're doing this. Well, we're gonna give you more money to like manage these people and recruit more people.
So you telling me that if their store produces a certain amount of members, they'll offer more to that store because they're successful?
They do it to the individual. I'm
Because
pretty
you
sure.
can't go shopping at Costco without a membership.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not a
It's a Ponzi
Ponzi
scheme.
scheme. No, it's not. It's not by definition a Ponzi scheme.
Okay, it's a legal Ponzi scheme. Because
All
they
right,
can get
sure.
away
But
with it.
fine, I'll meet you halfway on this
You
one.
know, we can avoid all this. Let's just not buy groceries and let's just live off the land.
let's go back
Yes,
to
back
Hunt.
I like
to
my video games. Thank you. I'd rather sit here and rot in
Let's
my
go.
basement.
Let's go back to the
Mm.
old caveman days.
Okay, now
I
we're
wanna-
talking. Yeah, baby.
I want to go fight a man in the wood with just like a wooden
Yeah.
club.
But Goopy was right. They did have the trailer for Pilk that you added fucking in.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. Dude, it looks disgusting.
I don't
So
even.
they made Pilk a reality.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Is
Because Pepsi has a coffee line called Nitro. And like
I haven't tried Nitro, but I have tried the cocoa one. It tastes like shit.
and
Also,
it just apples that they just use straight up Pepsi.
I forgot to shout out
I wanted
Juice,
to play.
so I'm
You-
doing that now. There
Do you
we go.
guys like LaCroix?
I think they're okay.
Yeah,
Or am I just an actual monkey and I'm the only one who likes them?
no, they're okay. It's not the
Whose
I
house
don't think
is?
I haven't tried theirs.
it's not the
Whose house-
89th choice I would choose, but the 90th. Yeah, if somebody's offering me a LaCroix, I'll take it.
Whose house is getting ready to get bombed?
That's Goopies.
I could have swore I heard like a like a big old airplane going over their house
Goopy literally has a highway going straight through his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
through his living room.
we've heard everything, every single sort of noise imaginable, including the lightning strike against the kite.
Honestly, we're lucky we haven't used an ambulance yet.
No, that's later on in the night.
Yeah,
Dude,
when the
ambulance
crimes
always-
are afoot.
There's not a single time that Goopy is in a voice chat and you don't hear an ambulance.
Yeah,
It's quite impressive, honestly.
like
Or a bit, or a fast ass card, and could be saying tiny penis.
I'm literally at the point where I think that Goopy just murders people right outside his house, walks right back in. He's
I've
like,
set
"Hey
up-
guys,
Yeah. Why do you think when he's not VC, there's just an ambulance when he gets in?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, the rare chances you ever see, or the rare things you ever see or hear, is just like a fucking car crash.
sweet mother."
When he says BRB, he's going to throw a banana peel in the road.
Oh my god, I was
Also,
yes, fun.
continue.
Oh, are you sure?
I wanted to point out too, since we were shitting on companies, once again, Clip Studio Paint shot themselves in the foot 10 times alongside the sledgehammer, as they are going to add an AI generated feature into their program. And the other problem with that is the program they're using, their databases are stealing medical records and informations
Yep.
alongside with it, including private photos of people in their medical files.
Yep.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Isn't that
They can now medically prove I have a fat ass.
fucking
AI generated medical.
There was okay, so I was playing Warzone with some friends when this happened. There was a 16-year-old drunk driving on the road that I lived right beside, and he hit the cobblestone wall between my house and the road and flipped his car, and then the side of it slammed into a telephone pole on the way down the hill. And when it hit, I straight up thought that something exploded. It was loud as shit, dude. I thought that we were getting bombed or
Oh.
something.
Dude, car
And so-
crashes are gnarly
Well-
sound.
Dude, thank God you built the Minecraft cobblestone wall, though.
I took off the headset and I wanted to go check it out. I was like, what just happened? What the fuck? Did someone die? I look
Yeah.
outside and there was just a flipped over vehicle. And I was like, holy shit, what just happened?
And then he continued to play Warzone.
The kid tried to lie and say he was 20 something to the
Yeah.
cops apparently, but they took his ID and he was 16.
Oh
and he
my
was drunk
god.
driving.
Yeah, that's
And
ridiculous.
they said that he was lucky to even be alive because so the car was like completely flipped over, like top down,
Mm-hmm.
and the telephone pole like crushed the middle portion of the car, like where the back seat and the front seat meet. And the front of the car was completely totaled, like just torn off from the cobblestone wall. They said that it's like a 2% chance that people survive accidents like that, and he survived with almost no injuries. And I was like, dude,
What an
holy
alpha.
shit.
Well, ladies and gents, I have got to go do paperwork for work since I didn't go to work today.
Sounds good. Hey, send your
Hey,
viewers over here, pal.
I will get all 5 of you get over there.
Do you know the command actually?
Nope.
So
I'll
type in
say
chat,
go over
/
there.
no,
You
it's
dirty monkeys.
oh
All
my
right.
god. It's a /raid, and then you just type in my username.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, it was nice meeting all of you. I hope to keep
Yes.
talking to all of you. You're very
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
being
you.
on the podcast.
It was fun having you around.
Yes, yes. All right. Goodbye,
Enjoy.
moist. Goodbye, moist critical. Goodbye,
Fuck you.
bearded dude, blue-haired man, red-haired man, and woman.
Fair enough.
Thank goodness he called me woman.
and red-haired woman.
Here, I'll
Alright.
send you the command real quick over Discord.
I am just a fawn. That's it.
All right.
Yes.
There you
But
go.
I shall talk to all of you later.
Yeah, you have a good
Have
one.
a good one.
Coming on.
I'll send them over.
Bye.
Awesome. Wow.
By the way, how long is this?
So are
cat
you
stuff
guys
going
gonna
on?
continue?
That's a solid question. I was gonna ask Marcus because we've been going for 2.5 hours.
That's a good
Once
amount.
Juice redirects over here, we can wrap things up, and then I'll send them over somewhere.
Okay. Well, here I will do a couple of quick ones just for people. Which is
Here's a quick one. They just announced Monster Hunter Rise for actual consoles.
Oh, did they?
Wait, did they?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's coming to Xbox, Game Pass, PS4, and PS5.
That's pretty
Solid.
big, actually. Hell yeah.
Let's see. Twitch is implementing its own panic button safety feature. It's a shield mode.
Nice.
Is activated streamers can enable emergency safety measures such as prohibiting first-time chatters. Let's see. Sony has just released 6 small sensors that you can pair up with your smartphone, so you can have a VR experience with your phone.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Looks interesting. I'm glad the VR technology is advancing. Callisto Protocol CEO walks back his statements about crunching. He shouldn't have been talking about the long hours that him and his team were working on Callisto Protocol.
Wait, he's walking back the statements?
Striking. No, it's
wait.
the way he put it, it wasn't the way he wanted to say the message. He basically wanted to say that in the message he's like, we're working long hours here to try to make sure that the game is perfect, but instead it came out that he was glorifying crunch.
Okay, yeah.
And that's not what he was trying to say. He was just
I
trying.
remember that.
Yeah. He was just trying to walk back the statement. He's like, that's not what I initially meant by the statement. He was just saying that we were putting a lot of time and effort into making the game presentable for everybody. That comes out in 3 days, right, Andrew?
2 days.
2 days?
Technically tomorrow, actually.
Oh, tomorrow.
Also,
Wait, the Callisto Protocol comes out tomorrow?
Your video is dying again. Holy shit.
That is... I looked...
Yeah, it comes out in 7 hours.
Oh.
It comes out 7 hours?
Yeah.
Damn.
Time to speed run 7 hours.
Which video?
Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol. Basically Dead Space, but not Dead Space.
Yeah. There's a FPS coming out made by the people, or based on Starship Troopers. I think that's going to be absolutely hilarious. Probably going to die immediately on release.
Done my part.
That'll be fine, man.
Other than that, do you have the viewers to send them off somewhere else?
Not yet. I think he's sending his viewers off as well.
Okay.
Possibly. I mean, if he doesn't, it's fine.
Viewers like you. Thank you.
Let me just look at Twitch real quick. Oh man, I wonder when they're gonna drop the update for Scarlet Violet, because it's almost tomorrow already.
Were they supposed to drop it today?
Yeah, they're supposed to drop it today.
Rest. I don't know. I mean, I could grab more quick topics. See, you said we already have enough topics. Why do we need more topics? And here I was thinking, man, what if this exact scenario comes up? You've lied to me.
Oh,
Maybe
man.
we just ended here.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Here.
Just give me a second.
Give you a second.
Oh my god. Wait, is this?
Wait, what am I doing? The longer I drag this on, this is the official upload. Bye, everybody.
Alpha asked, "You ever eaten nuts from Aldi's?"
God.
I guess, yeah.
Aldi